Have you hit the stream?
I'm working on it. I'm just making sure it clicks over sometimes.
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, sometimes I have to go to the other thing. Check.
On Twitch, Steve is usually just like, here we go.
Oops. Here we go. I know.
Jared, you know.
I do know. Sometimes I think it starts, but it hasn't actually, shown Benito that it started yet. So if
Yeah.
he was logged in already, they just see us awkwardly sitting here waiting and
See how it goes, I know. It's not showing it's going yet, unless it's popping up soon. Alright, we are live. Yes, we are now.
Woohoo!
On the YouTube thing, on the live thing, it just sometimes it doesn't show everything great. Hello, hello, welcome once again to Streams of Spero, the Fall of the House of Spiders chapter. We are in episode 2 of this. I am, of course, your humble DM, Benito, and I have a cast and a familiar face, as you can see in one of our boxes here. But I will go through them. They can introduce themselves, starting with Andy. Andy, introduce yourself and who you're playing.
Hi, I am Andy. In real life, I make salad dressings for a living. My character is Narfu, and he's an orc slave.
Jared.
And my name is Jared. I am playing Titorian, a shadow sorcerer.
Okay. Jeremy.
Jeremy, playing Veymont, the young, naive elf rogue.
Posing as a drow.
Yes.
And returning from one chapter to this chapter, Glenn.
Aren't you some kind of cleric too, there, Vaymon?
No. I am a spellcaster.
Okay, fair enough. Apologies. Hi, I'm Glenn Myers, also known as Galm the Maker. That's my dwarven world builder name. But here tonight I'll be playing Zendrid Cinevilia, granddaughter of the first house of the City of Night and the Drow, and first paladin of the Raven Queen.
Nice. Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and I'm playing Alar, the priestess.
Alright, you are the aunt to Zendrid in this group. Alright, to recap, we've kind of got to meet our cast. Titurian and Alar, two members of the house. So they are the second son and the fourth daughter to the matron mother of the first house, Cinevilia. Trying to more or less navigate where the dangers might come from. They realize many of the houses are looking for an opportunity. They are still all loyal to Loth, as the first house has left and gone with Silk, the Raven Queen, and Tiamat. And that has not really set well with the rest of the city. So they are planning on taking their vengeance out and removing what they feel as the corruption within their ranks. As we are planning all that, we're going to get our unexpected guests returning, and that's going to kind of change the order of where we were going, where they were ready to infiltrate other houses and see what's going on. We've made our contact and connections. Vaymon has tried to settle into the first house's way of life and what they're trying to do to protect themselves. Everyone's been busy at work. The Obsidian Ravens are out protecting each and different members of the house. Aunts, the first daughters and second daughters and all are moving around trying to do things to protect themselves, make connections out there in the world, because it is 7 other houses, full strong houses to Loth, as well as a number of minor houses that are looking to destroy the corruption of the first house for not following the Spider Queen. With that, you guys are pretty much settling in when the gate will open up, despite all the magical wards protections kind of shocking many of the Obsidian Ravens, especially Narulu, when Zendrid will walk through. So Titurian, Vaymonth, and Alar, you will be here, and Narfa, you're here as well. So the 4 of you will see, and you are all familiar with Zendrid, knowing that she is the daughter to the first daughter of the matron from the matron mother, High Priestess Credori. She is a priestess of the Raven Queen, but that is her first daughter. has now returned. Zindrid, which you've known has helped stir the events of the Titans and the War of the Gods and things that have been slightly talked about. This is the one that was sent out into the world with most of her Obsidian Ravens. Vaymont returned. She did not. But here we are having her return for some mysterious reason. Narulu will, of course, brandish her sword and say, "Are you really the first daughter to Kidori, Zindrid?"
Zindrid steps to the side so the person following her, Rydell is his name, yes?
Yep.
Yeah. Rydell is visible as well, so that she has a second face for backup, and says, "Certainly you remember me. You've known me for such a long time, and I did not come alone."
There are many times that this house could be in danger. It would be convenient to use a face that we would be wanting to expect to show up.
Bring forth someone to use the magics. I will not resist.
Your cousin Nashimi will come up and cast a spell to identify you. She will say, "You may step down, Narulu. It is indeed my cousin returning." Nashimi will...
Zindrid hugs her.
Yeah, Nashimi will come up and approach and give you a big hug. She goes, "Are you well?"
Well enough. Though my mission was not as successful as I'd hoped.
"Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you staying?"
Indeed. My place is here, as this war escalates, and I clearly cannot stop it. This is my place, with my people, with my house.
She turns to you, Alar. Alar, Zindrid, Alar will be doing much of the defense under the Matron Mother. I'm sure you want to catch up.
And Alar is my aunt, you said?
Yes.
Zindrid inclines her head, "Auntie."
Niece.
And Zindrid is about, just so y'all have an idea, you've all met her before apparently, but she's like 6'4", so big, even big for a drow woman, and very well muscled. Clearly a warrior. She stands in plate, striking features, but her head is shaven except for a pure white top knot that sticks up about 1.5 feet above her head before cascading down her back.
And Kelly...
a shield with the symbol of the Raven Queen and the sword of the Raven Queen herself.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So your niece is the leader of those Obsidian Ravens, those elite unit guards that have been protecting your family. Zindrid was placed in charge of all of them. She is the pure paladin of the Obsidian Ravens, where each of the Obsidian Ravens is like a class and then multi-class into paladin. She is the pure rank paladin among all of them. You also know that she has the highest blessings of your goddess, the Raven Queen, because she has given Zindrid, more or less, her sword is what the legend around that is. She wields a holy weapon of the Raven Queen. And in mechanics wise, that's like a holy avenger, one of the most greatest weapons a paladin can wield. Zindrid has it. So, although she is young, she's highly favored by the Raven Queen, even so much you believe, even maybe yourself.
Titorian will just bow respectfully and say, "It's good to see you again, niece. You sure have grown."
Indeed, uncle. I'm glad to see you here as well.
Faymont's gonna just run up to Zindrid and bow. "Hey Zindrid, it's good to see you. I thought I was gonna be here by myself with all these other elves like me.
Sorry for that interjection by my Alexa. She apparently thinks I need to take out my trash cans.
There are other slave guards here.
It's good to see you again, Vaymont, though it looks as though they may have left you in the oven a bit too long.
Oh, well, you know, they seem a little strict around here, and I just didn't really want to have to not be on their good side.
I definitely understand that, but you do realize how strongly that will backfire when they realize you've been deceiving them.
Maybe. I don't think I've met anybody, like, of that caliber yet that I would get in trouble for looking the way I do.
You remember when we first met?
Yes. But, oh yeah. I see.
Simply saying, being direct and honest and upfront is usually the better way to go. A lot of your games, shall we say, tend to get you stabbed.
I guess that's fair. I'll drop the illusion.
All right. So
I was by no means suggesting, simply commenting.
So
Well, I think now would be the best time because if worse comes to worse, I have hopefully Zindred to back me up.
You definitely have Zindred to back you up. She is fully aware of the fact that you were hand-chosen by the Raven Queen and sent to help her, so... Though she may not always trust your decisions, she does trust your intentions.
How much of a difference in Vaymon's form
he
is
would
there a change?
he would basically look like a surface elf now to most of you, but a little bit more
Okay.
paler.
I have a very
Okay.
light gray complexion.
Yeah.
Okay, so really all you changed was your complexion,
Yeah.
not like any significant features.
Right.
So it is
But
possible
my complexion is
that
very different from the typical
Okay.
draft.
and it
I
is
will just-
possible that
I will
you
just
might
give
recognize
Vaymon.
the type of-
I will just give Vaymon a bombastic side eye, like I knew there was something wrong with you, but I won't say anything.
Narula will go, "Your surface elf."
Surface of the Shadowfell?
This is Vaymont, servant of the Raven Queen. He comes from her realm.
Oh.
He is a Shatterkai of the Shadowfell.
What does surface elf mean?
The breeds of
No, I
elves.
just came from the city of the Surface Elves, and they're not nearly so bad as you may think.
We'll see.
Indeed we shall.
Are you not a surface elf? You are an elf on a surface.
Oh my god. This one really served underneath you?
He has his uses.
I hope so.
And if nothing else, he's often amusing.
Well. Nashimi will go, well, we know you're back. That's important. I'll let the two of them get you situated, and Vaymont get you situated where our war plan is. And the things going on in the city. And anything else you wish to add, I'm sure they have questions to you, where you've been, what you've been doing, and I guess how your quest went?
I didn't expect any rest for the wicked. Indeed. Can we at least go somewhere more comfortable?
Oh, yes. They will take you to one of the regular chamber studies, where both of they've been before. So you can get comfortable, sit. A couple of slaves will come in, get you wine and all that stuff, so you can be wary. Rydell will leave to go get refreshed up. He's going to catch up with some of the other Obsidian Ravens, what's going on. Narula will stay close by, and Nashimi, leaving you with whoever else, unless you want someone else specifically. It'll be those are the only two NPCs. The other four will be members of the people you start seeing.
Okay. So Rydell goes off to meet with other family and folks. Knowing
Yeah.
that I'm safe, that's cool.
Yeah.
Once we get settled into the chamber, I will just ask Zindred. So tell me, why have you returned?
Well, did Vaymont tell you of my quest?
He shared only what he had to.
Well, I shared what I knew.
In short, I traveled to the city of the surface elves, the high elves, in an effort to seek an audience with Zeus and the other gods of this world. I had gotten my mother, the Raven Queen, to agree to a peace if Zeus would agree to a peace, and to let this war be fought in the size of their parishes and the followers, because the more followers and believers a god has, the more powerful they are, as opposed to being an open war. Unfortunately, enough events transpired along the way that it became clear that no matter what I did, this war was going to continue. And if I went before Zeus, it was very likely that in his arrogance he would have simply struck me down. So instead of throwing my life away on a fool's errand, I have chosen to return home and make my stand here.
Yeah, Titorian will just kind of have like his eyes wide, at the idea of, wars between gods and, and his niece participating in events like that, just kind of little jaw dropped, and also a little in awe and maybe a little envious because, I'm a bit of a power hungry guy myself. Just kind of like, God damn. Well, in any case, it's good to have you back.
Though while I was there, I believe I have started a sect devoted to the Raven Queen among them as well.
Really?
Indeed, the surface elves are not that much different than we are. Even their city bears striking resemblance to our own. Our two civilizations have not drifted that far apart, despite how long we've been separate. There are definitely some social advances that the surface elves have managed that we could use some catching up on, but I'm not sure that everyone in the society is ready for that yet.
What social advances in particular, if you don't mind my asking? I have little to no experience with the surface elves.
Well, gotta zoom in to see what everybody's saying. Narfu is an enslaved orc, correct?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Yes, master.
Well, as an example, on the surface, Narfu, who I'm sure is a very capable bodyguard slash nanny slash all the other slashes that were put on there before, as
He is
opposed
not
to
a nanny.
as opposed to Zender just smiles at you. As opposed to being a slave, he could instead be a paid employee or even a friend on the surface. I've had many friends who were not drow.
I suppose this change would be a benefit to both parties then.
As long as you have the right perspective.
Honestly, I'm not even sure if I remember what that feels like anymore. To be like a part of society.
Well, I can tell you, Narfu, that in our own way, we do value, the drow of our society do value their slaves, just not as well as they should. Well, most.
Value your slaves is a paradoxical statement.
Not really. When you consider the concept of slavery meaning that you're property, you would of course have a value should they choose to sell you. I'm simply stating that as a human, as a being, as a sentient entity, you have far more worth than property.
Goddamn, you're good. Fuck, somebody else take over.
My bad.
I mean, that's what I said. I didn't see. So I don't come from a civilization that forces other beings and races to be slaves. So it didn't make sense to me to see you as one. And thus, you're just my big green equal, kind of.
Narula goes, wait a minute. Are you coming back to, like, now get rid of slavery so we lose all our slaves now, too?
Don't get ahead of yourself. No, not at all yet.
Well, good.
A change a change like that will take time.
And
First,
Zindred loves chambermaids.
first we must get our society to accept that they have a choice.
Fair.
Once
In
they
a
accept
previous
that they have a
life,
choice,
I-
then we may be able to make other changes.
In a previous life, I was a brave and noble warrior. I won so many battles, and the fact that you guys, this society in general, just isn't utilizing my insight, I feel like is a crime. I don't even care about the snake whip. It hurts. It does. But that's not the biggest grievance for me.
Zendrid turns towards you and faces you directly, looking a little bit more interested. Tell me about this experience. Tell me what you can do. And
I
she's
will let-
meeting your eyes and looking at you like a person.
I'm looking around the room at how many other drow are here that aren't Zindred.
Narulu looks like this is a complete waste of time. Nashimi is fascinated.
Right.
There's only 2 other drow.
Okay. Because I know how this could go.
Well, you're starting to
I'm not
learn.
trying to waste your time, alright? You can take my word and leave with it however you want, but I'm just saying I've won many battles, and I'm here for you if you want me, but if you don't, that's your loss.
I expect that there will be much fighting in the days ahead, as we will certainly not be welcomed with open arms by the other houses. So if you have ability on the field, of course I welcome you.
Although, I think female
Sweep
elves
the
are
leg.
far more attractive.
I'm sorry, Vaymont, who's far more attractive?
I believe female elves are far more attractive. He asked if you wanted it.
So, while I am suggesting certain relaxation of societal norms here amongst the Drow, I certainly... Vaymont, I know you jest, never mind.
But of course.
Have you heard anything from any of the others?
I have not. So, that makes it even better to see you, because you are still alive, and that makes me happy.
Who are these others that you speak of?
Vaymont and I had many companions on our quest to free the Raven Queen and the rest of the gods of this pantheon from Hades' attempted rule. We are now scattered to the 4 winds, however, going to different places to fight the pieces of the war to come.
Even those that were once dead joined our party.
Very true. I went with one such all the way on the entire journey to the Elven Kingdom.
And you haven't heard any word or any news from either of your previous companions?
It's not the easiest to stay in touch once you're separated, but I do get some news. For instance, another god has fallen. Apollo
Really?
is dead.
Do you believe
That's
Zeus
what-
is going to bring this fight directly to our doorstep?
I don't know where Zeus will bring his fight, but I doubt it will be here. He'll start on the surface. He does not value anything below the dirt.
Well, I
He
suppose
considers
that
such
gives
things the
us-
domain of his brother and Loth.
I suppose that gives us an advantage then. I mean, obviously we still have to sort out things here first, but if he doesn't even consider us a threat, then that could give us a enormous opportunity. We could take advantage of that.
From here, my goal is to defend the first house, spread the grey light of the Raven Queen, and make sure that the people of the Drow know that they now have a choice. Because while Narfu may be a slave, all of us have been slaves without a choice to Loth and her traditions. I'm not suggesting that we get rid of Loth either, just so that we're clear. Just that there's a choice.
Are we
Can I ask,
positive?
Can I ask how you, can I ask you to clarify the phrase that you just put, slaves without a choice?
I was referring to the fact that we had as little choice as you. Loth gives us no other option. We must be what we are. Our society must exist the way that it exists. Without choice, we'll never change.
Alright, good point.
Are we positive that this won't bring any of the war to us? Because I do recall Hermes being struck down.
Indeed, Hermes was struck down. And so now has Apollo been.
But was Apollo struck down by Soak?
I was not there to know who killed Apollo. I just know that he is dead.
Because I know Hermes was struck down by Soak.
Actually, if you'll recall,
Actually, it was
the
Raven Queen, wasn't it?
The Raven Queen
And
killed Hermes, yes.
you happen to be her avatar in kind here on the people place. So would you not be the best person to be killed by him?
Then he should have been quicker to grant my audience before I changed my mind.
I'm just saying, I think gods can go where they like, when they like.
Indeed. But while I don't know the fate of our companions, I do know there are a lot of other events going on the surface world where King Azarian is causing mischief, and basically all of the hosts that we took the Sandstones from, plus a great number of other shenanigans, are occupying huge areas of the world above. Am I certain that Zeus won't send some attention our way? Absolutely not. But I don't believe that we're going to be his first target.
Glenn, you did do a little research on Apollo's death. I also believe that you have an idea of something that might have happened.
I do. You are not wrong, Ben.
Okay. I just want to make sure you remembered. You asked me to keep you on check with history, so. But I'm not revealing it.
The statement that Sindred made was not fully true, but it was 100% true. She was not there, and she does not know who struck the killing blow.
Okay. Just checking.
But I was never fearful for my own life, Sindred. As I said, I was happy that you survived, because I really felt like if anyone would have paid for what the Raven Queen did, it may have been you.
I expected that it would have been. I did not expect to leave my audience with Zeus alive.
And I know that gods like to play games.
Indeed.
Captain Lariel rushes into the room, kind of knowing that Titurian are kind of like responsible for things.
Yes.
I'm going to put the name in. He goes, "Oh, Lady Zindred, I did not know you were right back to the house."
She inclines her head.
He is the he's your highest ranking officer of the Nightmare Guard, which is basically the house drow militia. He goes, the other houses, they're making their moves. The slaves are marching in the lower chambers.
Which other houses in particular? All of them?
I don't know, but I'm assuming at least 2.
They're headed here.
Yes, I have the Nightmare Guard and the slaves mobilized below. May I take Narfu?
Of course.
Yes, I would love to meet with these slaves, and I believe I can talk some direction into them.
Well, you are going to help them lead the fight, Narfu,
Hell yeah.
and die for die for the first house if need be.
Hell yeah, I will.
All right. He goes, I would prepare. Who knows if there's going to be an assault upon your upon the nobles.
Sure. Yeah, let's prepare all of our defenses, and we'll see what comes our way. We'll act accordingly.
So, ladies injured, we were
Before you
planning
go, sorry to cut you off.
Yes, lady.
Is Narfu essential to the defense below? Or could he stay and help defend up here?
He has been one of the strongest who leads them. I mean, I could promote another, but he has been doing it for at least 8 years.
Understood.
yeah, but isn't he my slave now?
I am asking Sorcerer
Perhaps-
Tetarian.
Perhaps you should go with him, Vaemon.
I mean,
Oh.
I guess.
No. Titorian will think for a moment. Just consider all the options.
Jared, just to give you a help, and I will say, Glenn, you know this well. This is usually a ploy fight. The great houses use slave armies to kind of bash each other pretty hard, which usually means the nobles, the more higher trained dark elves, are gonna flank and hit somewhere else or sneak in through another way. This is sort of the noise element that the other houses get to see, but there's no real. They can disown any possession of the slaves. It's been common in many of your uprisings, especially if they failed, to be like, oh, we lost control of them, we're sorry they ran into your house, we'll pay you some type of compensation, blah blah blah. It's just what it does is like it jabs up kind of like any of the territory that's going on. Many of the civilians will be wanting to be close. They'll start to kind of clear out, stuff like that. It's a big hoopla of affair to draw the civilians sort of away, cover up anyone who's trying to like spy and scrutinize, but like the matron mothers, the sorcerers, the weapon masters, the highly trained other dark elves and stuff like that are usually going to try to come somewhere else on your establishment. So this is where you guys are going to have to start thinking like the biggest thing is they're after your Zindred, your grandmother, and Jared, your mother. Like, she is the prize in this attack, and then it's each one of you guys after that. So, starting with Zindred's mother, in each of the orders, the higher they can kill any one of the higher orders, the better and stronger the uprising or the removal of the house success rate goes.
Okay.
Understood.
I think meeting them in the open field and playing into that is a terrible idea. I don't see any reason why we would do that. I would think that maybe taking a more defensive position, like not even sending the slaves out, but like keeping everybody holed up and blocking all entrances, exits, protecting all persons of interest. I think if we hole up and play our cards right, I think it would be much more advantageous for us to fight them on our turf instead of, sending out drones, to get slaughtered.
Well,
and then have to deal with them inside the house.
Your slave army is going to be holding them at the gate door. So,
Okay.
I'm going.
And
to...
there's no way I could have them. There's no way I could have them hold up inside. Like
No,
they're
you
going to be
don't.
outside
You
no
don't
matter
want
what.
them. You don't want this to be close because the slave army that you're seeing there is your men. Your dark elves are behind. The slave army is there. In blue will be Narfu when he gets down there. Like I said, this is a clash that occupies the masses. This is the quantity aspect of a typical drow engagement. The quality is always between the matron mothers, so nobles versus nobles. Like they're gonna find a way in because you gotta remember there are matron mothers out there. They're getting their power from Loth. There are weapon masters and there's sorcerers. So you, as the first house, are all considered the best of the best. So when Lyrics told you there were two houses coming at you, that's how they're going to try to even the odds. So they may be less in power, but there may be more of them, of that higher position, which is going to be more difficult for you guys to survive. And this is where the conspiracy comes in and why Loth is a little bit more of a bitch than Tiamat, because she's willing to do this to destroy her best house, or was her former best house. She does this often, like before you even guys changed, she still would have done this had you still followed Loth. So,
if you really want me to go downstairs and kind of decimate their peons, I can do that.
Yeah.
There is definitely a part of me that has some reservations about potentially sending.
Well, your Drow guard.
I want to fight. Point and shoot.
Yeah, your Drow
And I'll do the
guard
bullets.
are still important to you, because without them, then your slaves won't hold. Like that's how they'll turn elements of your force. So the objective down here is to protect these guys in the back. That's your Drow guard, your Nightmare guard. If the other houses can get past your other orcs and slay them with a specialist warrior or anything, then they'll take your guard, your orc slaves, and flood your house.
So those are the Drow guard on the left, and then those are the
Yep.
orc slaves in the center.
Yes.
Okay, understood.
And like I said, this is just one of the. This is much lower, but if they can control hundreds of your orcs, because they get rid of the guard, then these will go into your household and start destroying staff and other household slaves and burning and pillaging, kind of like destroying resources. So all your food stores, all that stuff will be lost if this battle down here is lost. So Narfu gives you a decent chance because he's a pretty good situation. Adding Vaymont, which, if story is told, he is a Titan, would really tip the scales to make sure nothing down here should get out of hand.
Maybe I should assist Narfu instead, and then Zindrid and Vaymont could stay inside the house.
Well, again, you and your cousin, your niece, you're the targets.
You count as a target.
They want to get you.
If you feel confident about this, I'll take your help. But I feel like I got this.
Okay. And Benito, there's no way that I could. What I'm thinking right now is there no way that I could offer support from like an upper window? Like, would there be somewhere inside the house where I could see the battlefield?
No, this is another level under dark. So
okay,
if you look at the map that we had of the city, that's above. These are in the tunnels that people don't want you to see some of the other stuff going on. Like, this is the weird thing about Loth society. They don't want to really destroy the city. That's why there's no real open war. But they have staged areas for these type of conflicts to happen, so there can still be changing of houses and this betrayal, and no one house gets to rule forever type of thing under Loth's situation.
So you're saying that there's areas that no one would expect to be attacked.
Correct. Well, again,
So
you're talking about
that.
high level. Yeah, you're talking about also high level
Drow know that
priestesses
those areas exist.
and wizards. Remember, Moldor is a sorcerer of your rapport. There are every house has a matron mother themselves. So there's 7 matron mothers. You think now 2 of them are going to come. they can open gates, and they can do teleport spells and stuff like that to help get them inside your estate. So that's why I'm saying you're assumed. The whole trick is they can't leave anybody behind if they fail. If you get to have one body of any one of these houses that fail this, then you can turn around and say, this is foul, corruption by Loth, all that. But again, that was under the normal Loth rules. Because you guys have betrayed Loth, you're assuming that all bets are off. This is about annihilating all of you guys. But you guys, if you can make a stand, you might tell many other houses who didn't join this that, do you really want to live like this? That's the whole play of this. Do you really want to live like this? If you follow Raven Queen, if you follow Sylph, if you follow somebody else, then maybe you will survive instead of having this shit happen to you like it's happening to us. This is what's kind of going on at this very political moment right now.
Or we could just make them fear us.
That kicking their ass does it. Yeah. But
If
you've
I
got
might suggest, Uncle.
Yes.
Just a short time ago, Narfu was talking to me of his prowess and asking us to value him more. I wish we had more time and that I could be there to observe, but perhaps allow him to take command of his forces, as he says, and defend the house, while we and Vaymont go and defend the matrons.
Seems like the most reasonable strategy. And
I
I'll,
would say
I'll just look to Narfu and just give him a nod.
I will say take our most valued party members and put them somewhere, maybe the kitchen or something. Not the throne room, not anywhere where the enemy would think to look for them, and then we strike from the side. Sweep the leg, so to speak.
Well, it's settled then. Narfu, go get him.
Oh, this is a bad idea.
Does Narfu say this?
No, that's just
Okay,
me.
just checking.
This is me. All right, Nafu,
To go help kill everybody.
you are down here with a
If
bunch
you
of
want to,
orcs.
Vaymont?
If you want to, then do it. Yeah.
Vaymont?
If you want to go with Narfu, by all means,
Yeah,
go and
please
help
do.
defend the house with the slaves.
We'll take care of the inside.
Report back to me as to how well Narfu handles his troops.
I mean,
I-
Vaymont technically wouldn't be. I mean, Vaymont obviously is going to be a force to be reckoned with, but Vaymont wouldn't technically be a target.
Nope, he's
For
not
the
even of the
houses.
first house.
So, go nuts. All right. I guess
But I'm
we'll
confident we'll get to kill some people too, Vaymont.
we'll get out of the
I-
room and we'll head to our
Vaymont-
posts. And,
Vaymont is perfectly fine following Zindred's lead. So if Zindred really wants Vaymont to be there protecting the nobles, then that's what Vaymont will do.
Once Vaymont spoke
Vaymont,
up,
we're
all
gonna
for
hit
him
him
doing
from
what he
behind
wants to do.
while they're banging on the front door.
and I'm perfectly fine with delegating that to Zindred, not just because I respect her as an individual, but I respect the fact that you guys obviously have a history. So clearly, you know each other's abilities and talents much more than I do. So
All right. So Vaymont,
Yeah.
are you going down below to fight?
Yeah, I want to go
Okay.
kill slaves.
Slaves. All right, you're down there, bud.
Zendred does call after Narfu and Vaymont as they head off. Do not throw our slaves' lives away lightly. Every one has value.
So you're saying go after, like, the biggest person that looks like maybe the leader, right?
Also, you're thinking, don't I know that? I literally made that point like 20 minutes ago.
Perhaps I'm talking to Vaymont more than I'm talking to you, as she then hollers out in response to him, I mean, save as many lives as you take, Vaymont.
Got it.
All right. All right, you guys, would the two of you like to get close to where the matron mother is?
Of course.
Considering she's probably the prime target, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Gotta defend my mama.
All right. So you.
My other mother, because I call the Raven Queen mother too.
You do.
Oh no.
All
We
right.
got multi-mothers.
Breaking the RP a little bit, but the only mommy is Rhea Ripley.
Okay. Just so the part. So kind of like holding at the door here is Ubin. And I think and he has got a basic mage with him from there. That is Nashimi. That's Nashimi. I'm sorry. That is Shadow Smite right there. Over there, here in that middle part, there is Lai Narinya Everhan. So these are two Obsidian Ravens that are here.
What's that name again?
I will put it in the chat because.
I just wanted you to try and say it again.
Oh, Lai Narinya Everhan. Thank you very much. I know. I can't believe I keep making these names.
Yeah, pronunciation is key in name creation too.
Truth. But I don't think you've met her before. She's one of the ones that's been around. Alright, whoops. What's over there? Let's remove one model. Because the player isn't showing up. So near the fireplace, or that little fire thing, is Alar. So she's a little bit over there. And then there's the matron. There's your matron mother, your grandmother, mother. There, Zindred is of course right next to her. In the orange is Titurion. In the far left is Nashimi, is next to the fireplace where my black arrow is, and that is Narulu, who's next to her, the second of the Obsidian Ravens. And there are indeed giant spiders there. They're house pets.
Any other ways in and out of here?
There are a number of doors that the main door leading out is where Ubin is.
And that's on the other side of the columns?
Yes.
Okay.
But there are other doors that lead to other chambers, stuff like that. As you can see, there are some little they go out in little directions that could possibly be part of it.
Let me rephrase. With Zindred's knowledge of the house, which direction could outside forces come at us from?
Really anywhere. I mean, because they could gate. You know, matron mothers have
Okay, fair enough.
have links to devils, especially the handmaiden, the Yokluk. So theoretically, they could port into anywhere, which is why, like I said, that's the tactic, is just to get the swarm going and the hordes, and then be in the mess. They still can't get quite in here. There's enough ward protections if favored correctly, and you're hoping that the Raven Queen and Silk have done their job in that regard, but they could be at any one of these other doors or pop through most of that.
I'm not hoping anything about the Raven Queen. I have faith.
Alright. So, Titurion and Zindred, you have come into that. You see most of there. You do not know. You're assuming that they're in different places. That the other, basically your sisters, and Zindred's mother and aunt, are elsewhere in the estate. The estate is very large, so they're probably elsewhere. There are probably a number of other Obsidian Ravens around them. So
we can make the assumption that they're protected and defended as best as they can be at the moment.
As best as they can be. I mean, they are all, again, high priestesses themselves. They're not easy targets. Okay. The only one that would be extremely vulnerable, but she is the least prized, would be Zindred's sister, Unluni. She's not that... I mean, she is so young.
The younger, the young.
Yeah,
sister.
and
We can't
she
just leave her on. We wouldn't just leave
there-
her unprotected though. Why would she not? Why would she not be here?
she's gonna be with like other guards, like regular the other Nightmare Guard, or she might have actually one other Obsidian Raven directly underneath her. But again, she's not likely to be a prize, because you, right now, you've kind of elevated yourself, even though you're younger. But your grandmother and your mother are the two highest priority. Like most typical drow combats like this is usually the matron mother and the first daughter and the second daughter are usually the ones they try to kill the most. Weapon masters usually fall simply because they get thrown into some type of mix with somebody, but usually it's the other three that are most prized individuals. It has been known that other daughters have been adopted into, but this hasn't happened a long time ago. Other daughters have been adopted into other victorious houses to continue to utilize them in Loth's favor. But usually the matron mother has to die, and her first daughter usually are definitely two that usually have to die, because the first daughter usually will try to claim the title back anyways, because it's a Loth thing. So it's very likely that the two of them are the prize to go after in this sense. Unlena would more likely just be adopted at this point.
Fair enough. I don't necessarily want someone to disappear at the top that we can't see and control. But from that perspective, it kind of makes Zendrid want to have her mother and her grandmother in the same spot. But at the same time, that also makes it easier for... I don't like giving you the opportunity to have somebody get whacked or taken off stage, then we had no ability to stop it then. I want them all here where I can see and protect them.
Kind of tough. I will say you will be able to actually give me an investigation as how quickly you can gather information in your house. I'll give you advantage. This is your house.
Okay. Uh, 22.
Nice. Your aunt, Luranidi, the High Priestess of Tiamat, isn't in the city.
Okay.
She's off somewhere, they believe, dragon scouting or something.
Cool. All right, so that takes one target out.
Yeah. All right, is there anything between the two of you guys want to talk about before, things are going to get kind of wacky?
I'm just
Zendrid.
going. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you first.
I will. I haven't seen Zendrid in a very, very long time, and although she's clearly grown and is very, very strapping and seems very powerful, I will just. I'll just ask Zendrid. What type of support would you like to offer me? What type of support would you like me to offer you in this coming fight?
If they're not of our house, kill them.
Understood.
Keep my grandmother alive. Those are our only objectives. Well, save as many Cenobillion lives as we can. What are your well? I don't actually, Uncle. I don't think we've ever stood in the field together. I'm not sure what you have to offer.
I'm a practicing sorcerer. My area of expertise is shadow magic. I can hold people and I can make individuals invisible. More about control in battle than necessarily raw damage and offering support to allies. I don't really like to get my hands dirty too much. But yes.
Fair enough. Crowd control is always welcome. So, my request now, knowing that, would be also stay behind me.
Understood. And I will stand behind the 6'4" giant drow paladin.
And it's also never a bad idea to stay close to me. I have a number of auras that can help those around me.
Okay. Very good.
To give you some specifics, if you are within 10 feet of Zendrid, you have advantage on all saving throws against spells and magic effects. And if you start within 10 feet, you also get 10 feet of extra movement. If you're within 30 feet, you get +5 on your saving throws, and if you're within 30 feet, you can't be frightened.
Okay, I will stay close.
Okay.
That's all I had. Thank you.
Zindred greets and embraces her grandmother, of course.
Okay, she goes, "Granddaughter, you have returned in our most dire time."
Well, I learned my timing from you.
Good. We will need to make a strong stand. I expect him to try very hard at this play. We must be efficient at this.
Zindred draws her sword. I am ready, grandmother.
Good. Good indeed. Let's send them back to the Spider Queen. Alright, we are down below. I put you guys there. Do you guys want to be anywhere else?
Where am I?
You're the blue.
The blue guy here?
Yeah. And you can see the big sickle, so you can see where Vaemon is.
So wait, where? I'm sorry. So the blue is just because I'm curious. Blue is Narfu. Where is
Yeah.
Vaemon?
He's right there. The sickle.
Oh, that's Vaemon.
Yep.
Holy crap! It's a big sight.
And over
Alright,
here,
so I think I had the wrong idea before. I thought that these were enemies of mine.
now this is your forces.
Okay.
This is your stand, your lines.
Okay, so that puts a twist in my plan. But anyway, I still believe in the let them win, or let them think that they're winning concept. So how do we pretend to fuck up so that they make a mistake?
You could have the line hit and then fall back into, but they would be hard pressed right where they are at.
Yeah.
Or you could have them fold into the corners. I mean, you have this map, so you tell me.
Vaemon, what do you think? Sorry, I love you, Benny.
It's all good.
I think we should find the ones that look like you and kill them.
Okay, racist, but I'll take it.
I will also say
So, I'm
Zamoth.
not sure you understand how I mean. So, I mean that. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Zamoth, one of the Obsidian Ravens, is also here with you, with that captain that I brought down. So those are the two in the back.
So, by what I said, Narfu, I mean that in the most respectful way. I mean, we should look for the ones who look like they are stronger than the rest and leading them. And we should dispatch them. Because if we can dispatch the leaders, then we get to keep the rest of the slaves, right? Is that not how you were taken? And then we can free them, eventually.
Oh, hell yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
All right. You two are in D&D Beyond, yes?
Yep.
Yep.
Just let me
Okay.
switch over.
I need you to roll your initiatives.
This is one of my dice jail d20s. And that's why. So that's an 11 total.
11. Okay.
I hate this one. I'm gonna pick another one.
The 11 is actually a pretty good number, because I got a 12, and it means that you are going to act right after me. That's actually kind of cool.
Okay. I'll follow your lead. I am a slave after all.
You are my equal. Remember that.
Okay, yeah, no, I appreciate that, but I am, like, culturally, conditioned to be, yes, at least, at the very least, second.
All right.
second. I'm not looking for a second. I'm looking for a leader. The prime.
There's a
The
lot
alpha.
of
Are you not the alpha?
You're goddamn right, aren't you? Yep. Mm-hmm.
there's a
He
lot of
wants to
hooting and
shoot at
hollering,
his HK.
and the sounds of enemy orcs come rushing down.
Ho ho!
They will send their fodder out first, Narfu, as I'm sure you're aware. So we'll wait to see when the bigger ones show their faces.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And hell, it may not even be a big orc. It could be a drow in the back, or it could be a drow leading them. And
It could be anything.
that made me feel better.
That's a lot of blows.
If it makes you feel any better, the orcs of this house are a far nicer shade of green.
No, it doesn't, but I appreciate the joke.
Alright. There's a large group of things, and right in front of you, the orcs start to clash. Sounds of battle are going on. Vamot, what would you like to do?
Is there just an open space in the center of the room, or is
It's a
that
little bit of a
is there
water
supposed to be
well.
a pillar there, or
It's a well water, like not very deep though. Like
is it
Like right
knee-high.
here?
No,
Maybe
right
the
here.
back?
just like
knee
okay?
high.
It's like knee height, you said.
Yep.
I'd like to move into the water, and I'm gonna crouch, so it's a little tougher to see me the further away from me you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be just peering through the wave, just looking for something that looks like my target.
Give me a perception check.
$17.
These seem like very capable fighters of the orc species, clashing with yours. It's a pretty intense fight at the front, but you don't see any other thing that is not one of those orcs.
Okay. So for right now, I will create my Shadow Blade.
Okay.
And I think I will ready an action to attack if an enemy gets within range of me, but other than that, I'm really just looking. I'm looking for a target.
Okay. Narfu, what would you like to do?
Just to clarify, are the people behind us enemies or allies?
Behind you guys on this side, on the left, are all allies. Everything in this side right here between those between the pillars are good guys. All those guys, mostly with red shields coming down, are your enemy.
Man, I just want to hit some stuff.
Well, you can push your way in front of some of your front orcs and put yourself on the front line.
Yep, we're gonna do that.
All right.
That would be my goal as well, because that'd be way more fun, but Zindra told me to save as many lives as I take.
All right.
And if I just kill a lot of people, it's tough to save that many lives.
Make an attack, Narfu.
D&D Beyond. You need me to roll initiative again, or?
Nope, you just need to attack. I had your initiative already at 11.
Alright. Oh, that's a better roll. Sorry, I'm having trouble with math. That's a
You can also use
26
D&D
total.
Beyond
What was that?
to do your rolls as well.
Yeah, I know. I just like to do things physically, even if it is, like, mentally a little bit tough for me. But yeah, that's a 24 total.
Yeah, that totally
damage.
hits. Give me damage.
That's a 13 for damage.
You strike him very hard. He's like gasping for breath. He kind of like the first orc drops to a knee. You have a second attack, I believe.
Oh man, that's brutal. That's 26 for damage.
Oh yeah. You strike him with your second. You don't have to worry about the damage. He didn't have much left, so you kill that one easily enough. Any more attacks, or you? I don't remember how many you have.
I believe 2 is it.
Okay.
I don't immediately see anything that says otherwise.
No worries. Orcs clashing in front of the lines. A couple of the front orcs of your side drop. A few of theirs. Baymat, is there? I'm gonna actually roll an attack on you. Two of the orcs attack you. One misses. Narfu, the other one strikes you for 8 points of damage. Vamot, we're back to you. Was there anything you want to do?
Is there a... It looks like there's a hole now in between their ranks.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's have fun then. I'm going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport into that hole.
Okay.
Then I will Green Flame Blade
Okay.
target in front of me, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Is it hit?
Alright, so that enemy takes 12 damage,
Okay.
and then the orc next to him take 9 fire damage.
Ouch.
And then the orc on the other side of him takes 21 shadow damage. Is it shadow? Necrotic, sorry. 21 necrotic damage.
What was that? How's that third one from? Just your ability?
Wails from the grave.
Okay. That guy's definitely dead. The other two, like, one has got its guts hanging in front of you. The other one is burning badly. Looks like most of his upper half is charred. Is that all?
I'm curious, can you use a heroic inspiration to make another attack?
Inspiration, no.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, your legendary
That'd be
action
fine.
thing? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I was just trying to figure out what I have at my disposal to see if I could make another attack.
If you have the legendary action, after the orc's attack, you could break in between or after Narfu. You could
Yes,
go
that's
before.
right.
So you treat it like you're an NPC type of thing.
Yep. Alright, so that's what I'm waiting for.
All right. Narfu. Step in and attack more.
I just want to attack the next guy that's in front of me.
All right, go for it. Roll attack.
That is a 14.
Hits.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, that's a 17.
For damage?
Yep.
He's dead. Take his head clean off. And your next attack?
Jared, I know, okay? Stop fucking making that face. I know we're supposed to keep the silliness to the group chat, but hey, that's a 6.
That's a miss. Alright. Can I have Zindred and Tichirion roll initiatives?
Yeah, chef.
Of course you can.
I've never played a barbarian before, I'm so sorry.
Say 17 on initiative.
Ooh.
So,
Ouch.
I've had it for quite a long time. I'm going to use my inspiration on the one I rolled for initiative.
Alright.
Because I don't want to go that far. I mean, I want to watch and see what happens. Oh, I'll trade that. A 1
Alright.
for a nat 20? Holy crap.
There you go. Okay. Alright, Zindred.
All right.
You don't. Nothing's really kind of going on. I take it you're just going to kind of hold an action.
Yes, I would, if nothing has happened yet. But something's got my hackles up, or I wouldn't have suddenly become poised. So
True.
I'm ready. Although I do utter, I think they're coming.
Alright. All you pretty much see is the front of this door area here kind of blast open. And several of these warriors are like entangled, are hit by a column of flame. Your uncle seems to be just out of it, but most of those warriors are in peril right now.
the warriors in the hallway are ours, or the
Yes,
enemies?
these are your house guard. So there's a conflict that's basically happening right in front of them.
Right, further down the corridor.
Would you like to do anything? You have a reaction and a legendary action. Legendary action. Or legendary interference. However that's called now.
And how does that work again?
You basically
living
can,
legend.
yeah, that the faith thing that I gave you, Titan's Mantle, allows you to act as if you were a monster with the legendary action. So anytime
I can't find that anymore.
Anytime I basically have a creature act after the end of their action, you may do one action.
Fair enough. Well, there is no one that I can see, and I'm not running down the hallway.
Okay.
Knowing that a lot of my benefit, especially from the unseen, comes from just being near me. My goal is not to leave 10 feet with my grandmother. So.
Okay. Fair enough. Titarian, would you like to do anything?
I can't see with the current camera angle. Is there a way, if I peek sort of like into the doorway, can I see down that hall?
Yes, a little bit. I mean, there is a big Raven Queen spider still there that they have not removed yet.
Okay, so like in between these pillars and in between those pillars. So what did I see? What did we see? Like a big column of fire, but no actual enemies?
Yeah, basically where your warriors are is a pillar of fire.
Okay, so I didn't actually see
The
anybody
spellcaster, no.
cast. I didn't actually see anybody cast a spell.
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, damn, if I can't see anybody and I don't notice any immediate threat. I'm sorry, I know Zindred asked this before combat, but I just want to reiterate. This current room that we're holed up in, are there any, like, actual, like, physical windows? Like, I know that maybe through, like, a magic way they could get in, but
No.
are there any, like, physical way that they could get in other than, like, through this area?
There are no physical windows.
This
High paranoia in Dry
Okay.
Society.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. No windows. Yeah, no. If I can't see anybody, then no. I'm just gonna stay next to
Okay.
stay next to Zindred and the mama.
As you look at there, a amount of buzzing insects surround your guard, these elite guard again, and many of them, they're pretty much just drop and start screaming.
Oh Jesus!
And a pillar of flame hits. Ubin is able to back out a bit. He looks like he's singed, but the guard and that sorcerer look like they're toast.
And once again, didn't see a spellcaster of any kind.
No. Titurian,
Can I?
you lose.
Oh wait, no. I already passed my turn. Never mind. I can't.
Titurian, you will lose track of Shadow Smite. Zindred, you know she's lurking around the pillars.
Understood.
Okay.
Alright, so this time in the corner you will see what appears to be a drow coming through.
Okay.
Over there.
Okay, right there. Okay.
Yeah. And this person steps in front of her. You both will recognize her.
Okay.
This is Matron Mother Sagathia and her War Master Casturian.
Okay.
The matron mother came in, huh? Risking their own matron mother seems dicey.
I
They've
think
got to
they're
make
putting all this their eggs in one basket. That's a little crazy.
All right.
Okay. Does she do anything, or does she just enter?
She just apparently just gated in. Like, so you saw a portal open up.
Okay.
And her
Gotcha.
her no war master
Dramatic
just popped in.
entrance.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Bitch is gonna die.
That picture in the Facebook chat is for you, Narfu.
All right. Oh. Vaymont, you are hit for 11 points of damage.
Halved to 6 or 5, I forget.
Lower.
Round up or round down?
Round down. Oh shit. That's bad.
I'm fine.
I'm fine, he says.
So
Another one strikes you for 14 points of damage. A very
7.
critical blow there. And you still got 2 more to attack you, since you jumped right in the middle of them. Come on.
This reminds me, at some point I'll have to tell Tatorian about that tale, or that time when I got shot by like 20 arrows. That was a blast.
All right, you're able to dodge all the other attacks coming at you. All right, Narfu, you defend one attack at you and easily defend the second. The orc is definitely feeling afraid to even come close to attacking you. Vaymont, you're in the middle. You may lash out.
So they attacked me, which means I get to Titan's Mantle, hit them back, right?
Yep, you can get a free attack on one of them.
Sweet. So, Green Flame Blade on one that's near me that I didn't already hit.
A new one? Okay.
$27 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So he'll get hit for...
He's dead.
Oh! I was also completely forgetting to add the fire damage onto that initial attack. I think I should have died too. So, and then I'll have the green flame jump to the same guy who got hit by the flame last time.
Okay.
And he'll take 20 fire damage.
Alright, he's dead.
And then... So, I'll also take that guy's soul, just so you know.
Okay.
And then... I will use that soul to do Wells from the Grave to hit another guy.
Is that a same
for
action?
17. Yep. So I use my reaction to take the soul,
Okay.
but Wells from the Grave is a part of my attack.
Okay, but the green flame blade is an attack of its own too,
Also
right?
part of my attack. Yep.
Okay. Just make sure we're going the right order of that, though.
Yeah, so technically I didn't actually use the soul I took to do the whales. I used the previous soul I had.
Okay.
Realistically.
And
that's 17 more points of damage
Alright.
to a new guy.
that will kill that guy. Alright. Now it would be your regular turn.
Yay! Do I see now amongst the crowd anyone more prominent?
A perception at disadvantage, unless it's going to be something you want to make as a major action.
Alright, I'll do it at disadvantage.
Again,
18 at disadvantage.
yeah, you still think these are. You don't see anything that is not what these are orcs to you. Very skilled and looks like highly trained orcs, but you're not seeing anything different.
Alright. I don't want to just keep killing them all. By the way, are any of them looking at me like fearful?
Yeah, but I mean, they seem like they're intent on still doing what they were told to do.
Got it. Okay.
They fear the whip more than they fear you.
Yeah, at least they're
Which
they're
is
out of punishment
weird.
if they die. No, if they're dead, they're not being punished anymore. So suffering is something they will escape.
Story of my
That's
life.
fair.
To
Literally.
be fair, Zendru was saying save our slaves, not their slaves. You can make their slaves our slaves even better. We expect they have to die right now. That's
Yeah.
just casualties of war, bro.
So what are you doing?
So now, can I teleport to? See that spot that's right in front of Narfu that is almost empty but not quite empty?
Yep.
Can I fill that spot?
Sure. So Misty Step.
Yep. So I will Blessing the Raven Queen to there.
Okay.
And then I will strike the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll strike the guy next to me. That's in front of Narfu.
Okay.
Because that gives me advantage. And advantage is way better than not having advantage.
Mm-hmm.
21 to hit.
Yep.
So he's going to take... I'm going to add the fire damage this time.
You did.
So he's going to take 39 points of damage.
Oh yeah. You cleave him in half.
And then Flame is going to jump to the next guy
Yep.
for 17 points of fire damage.
His head explodes in melting fire and necrotic damage.
I'm going to use my reaction to take his soul,
Okay.
and I'm going to Wails from the Grave to do 18 points of necrotic damage to the next guy.
Okay. He's dead.
And that's what I got. I'm still just looking
Okay.
around for somebody bigger.
Narfu, there are enemies to your left, so you may attack from there.
Oh, okay, so a little bit RP breaking, but the way that this rage mechanic is a little bit ambiguous. And I don't even know how to ask. The way this is worded is just...
So you want to use your bonus action to rage?
Yes. Yes, please.
And then once you're in rage, you gain the benefits of rage as long as you attack an enemy every single turn.
Or
Or
be
take
attacked.
damage.
Or
Or-
take damage.
Or actually just be attacked. That's what it is.
Oh, be attacked? Okay, you don't
Yeah,
actually
it's
have to take
attack or
damage.
be attacked.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Okay, so I would like to do that.
Okay.
It was just worded really weird on D&D Beyond.
No worries. Alright, so you'll get an extra +2 to your damage. That won't be calculated in anything in your stat-wise. You just gotta kind of remember it. It's one flaw of the older system there.
Sorry, say that again just a little bit louder.
You'll just get +2 to your damage whenever you strike something. That's pretty much, and you'll take now half damage from the heroic attacks.
Okay.
And while you're raging, you can choose to be more susceptible to being hit and give yourself advantage on all of your attacks.
Reckless attack, baby.
Yep. Which means you attack at advantage, but be attacked at advantage.
Which is probably not great when you're fighting a bunch of enemies. Just
Correct.
putting
Yeah.
that out. Just putting that out there.
When their blades are like bouncing off you because you're only taking half of it, you don't
True.
really care.
True.
Yeah, so I'm gonna activate Rage, and that's a,
Bonus action.
Bonus action, yeah.
yeah, that's what I meant to say, but, that's a 23 for damage.
Did you roll a hit?
Oh. That's a 17 to hit.
Yep, you smiting. I think you have one more attack.
Do I need to roll a hit
Yep.
to hit again?
Yep, roll one more time to hit. And then you
That's a 17 to hit.
hit again, then roll all your damage, +2 with rage.
For 16 to hit.
16 hits. How much is that the damage?
Yep.
Yeah, he's dead too. So the lines are starting to thin on the front, but there's definitely more boys still ready to come. All right.
Sorry, just so you're aware, Andy, you're the path of the zealot, correct? You're a zealot barbarian.
That I don't know about.
Do you happen to know Benito? I thought he was a zealot barbarian.
Look where he
It's a
is.
good point, Jared, because if he is, he
He
gets
is.
an extra
He's-
D8 on one of his attacks.
Okay, so Andy, while you're raging, I know this is a lot of stuff to keep track of. So you'll get a +2 damage to your strike, but you also can roll an additional, I think it's a 1d6 or a 1d8 plus half your barbarian level. So I think it would be 1d6 plus 5, and you get to add that on top of it.
Okay.
I think it's
so-
1d8 for a zealot,
Oh, it is 1d8? Okay.
similar to a paladin.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
only for
so-
your first attack that hits too. I think.
Correct.
Alright, well, I've been doing alright so far, but
No, you're
I
cleaving
got
through
it.
the guys. Yeah,
Yeah, good.
just more damage is always good.
Ubin moves in and engages Custurian, and there is a clanging of steel as he cuts into her, but she is still alive. But you can see Ubin has definitely hurt her. Zindrid, what would you like to do?
Ubin has hurt the matron mother?
No, he's hurt the other War Master.
Oh, the other. Oh, okay. Sorry.
What's the approximate range between me and them?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. About 50 feet.
Grandmother, are you good on your own for a moment?
I am good.
Zinard's movement is 50 feet. So close me with whomever I can reach.
You'll be side by side with your uncle.
Okay, and we cannot reach the matron from here,
No.
correct?
Her
There's a pillar in the way from my view.
yeah, her War Master is protecting her.
Fair enough. Zinard does not hold back, but as she fights, she throws out a little bit of conversation. So she takes a heavy swing with the Raven Queen's sword at the War Master. For 22.
Hit.
Is he by chance? That was a little crazy.
Is there be a chance what?
Trying to figure out, is he an undead or a fiend?
Oh no.
I didn't think so.
He's flesh and blood of your species.
But D&D Beyond threw on all kinds of the extra damage for me without me having to, which is kind of crazy, because it's automatically adding the additional damage for the fiends or undead. So it says 32. We're gonna have to take 11 out of that because it's not.
So 21. Unless you're smiting.
No, not yet.
Okay.
And as that blow lands, she says, "You do not have to fight us. All we offer is a choice. Loth can be your god if you choose. You just have to allow the others to make their own." And she strikes again. 17.
Just hits.
So it's gonna do it all again, but that's alright. I'll do the math. Minus 10, so 30 minus 10 for 20.
Oof. He's two large gashes. He's already been bleeding by a little bit by Ubin. Sturn does not look well, but he's still fighting hard. All good?
Well, we may as well spend a bonus action to activate Living Legend as well.
Okay.
Last for 1 minute. Does not require concentration. It's just top tier paladin thing.
All right.
Basically, when I make an attack and it misses, I can choose to make it hit instead once on each of my turns. If I fail a saving throw, I can re-roll it. Must reuse the new roll. And I have advantage on charisma checks.
Okay. As that battle is going on, gating in front of your grandmother
Oh no.
is one of the handmaidens of Loth.
So I can cast a spell
Okay.
at the end of with my reaction, right?
At the end, yeah. So it's going to make an attack first.
That's fine.
Is the handmaiden making an attack or casting a spell?
It is going to make an attack. But your grandmother is too wiry. She blocks it with her whip. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Banishment on said hand as my reaction.
Okay. It
It's
is
going to be a charisma saving throw.
of what?
Charisma.
Not making it. You have banished it. So for 10 rounds.
For 10 rounds, yeah. It is banished to a harmless plane of existence.
Okay.
Let me mark that spell off. That's my reaction for the round.
Yes. So Titarian.
Also, Glenn, if it was Titan's mantle that you used, that doesn't use a reaction.
Oh, cool. Then I still have my reaction.
Yeah. Titarian, what would you like to do?
Thanks, Jeremy.
Well, I was going to try to deal with that individual, but I guess I don't have to.
My bad.
I would like to step sort of right here, like
Okay.
between these two pillars, so that I have a view of Zindrid and the opposing matron mother, if
Yep.
I could. As a bonus action, I'm going to spend 3 sorcery points to summon my Hound of Ill Omen on the matron mother.
Okay.
So it's essentially a dire wolf made of shadows. So I want it it's any target I can see with 120 feet. I'm assuming I can
Yep.
make that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would like the hound to be right next to her,
Okay.
attacking her because it can only attack one target until either it dies or the target dies.
Okay.
I have to roll initiative for it, which it's also a +2, which is the same as mine. So I'll just roll my initiative. It's a 17
Okay.
on initiative. So that'll come in whenever you decide.
Right after you. So when you're done, you can attack with it. It's the same initiative.
Okay, perfect. So that's my bonus action, and I use 3 sorcery points for that. As my main action, I'm going to cast Haste on Zindred.
You can only cast a cantrip, regardless of any other spell type.
For my main action?
Yeah, you can cast in any order, like regular action, bonus action, reaction, but you can only cast a main spell and a cantrip in one turn.
So Hound of Ill Omen isn't a spell.
No,
Oh,
that's
just
an ability.
Just ability?
It's a class ability that you
Cool.
just use sorcery.
Class
points
ability
to
is
use.
different then. All right. So.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast Haste on Zindred,
All right.
and
Zindred, you're
that's going to be
Sick.
my main turn.
All right.
Alright, and haste provides me what?
So Haste, let me pull it up really quick.
Unlimited cosmic power.
Pretty much.
Infinity living space?
So it's a concentration up to 1 minute, so that's 10 rounds. I guess it says choose a willing creature. Are you willing?
Okay.
So your speed is doubled. You get a +2 bonus to your AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you have an additional action on each of your turns. And that additional action in particular can only be used to take the attack action, or dash, disengage, hide, etc. When the spell ends, however, you can't move or take actions until after your next turn.
All right. So when you end that, the matron mother, let's get her name again. Matron mother Sagathia begins saying something in Drow, and she will attempt to banish you, Titurian.
I'm going to use Counterspell, if I may.
You may. And this
As my
is you will
reaction.
need to roll to hit Counterspell. Banishment is a 4th level spell.
Well, if I cast Counterspell at 4th level,
You
then
will-
it'll just dissipate.
Correct.
Okay, then I'm going to Counterspell at 4th level.
All right.
And whoosh, none of that bullshit.
She's like, damn you. All right.
Copycat.
As you do that,
And I get the wolf's turn after?
yeah, go ahead and attack with that.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going to. I can't is Zindred within 5 feet of the matron mother or no? Is she blocked by
No,
the?
she is
the
10 feet.
10 feet? Okay, perfect. So I will just attack with my direwolf, which I couldn't get D&D Beyond to add the modifier, but it is a +5 to hit.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, that's a 10. So
So that will miss.
okay, yep, all good. That's all I got.
A number of Drow elite warriors storm in from the blasted area from earlier. They engage your Obsidian Raven there. That Jeremy likes me to pronounce. Where is it? Linenariendia is taking on those guys. So she's outnumbered 5-1 right now. Unless Shadow Smite, you know, is in the area, helps out.
Nothing like saying we're here in yellow
Indeed.
ponchos.
I know, they love it.
They look awesome. Great job painting them.
Thank you.
Have you painted all of your minis, Benny?
Yes. Jared, another matron mother steps in.
Oh,
You now recognize... Yeah, I told you this was not going to be a fun fight. You recognize matron mother Kiziada from the 4th house.
okay.
Where is she?
She's right here. She's behind those other guys.
Okay.
I have a red cursor, so you can always see where I'm pointing.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Titarian.
Okay. Why isn't it not working? Oh, there we go. That is a 20.
Ooh, just made it. So you will take 9 points of fire damage
9 points. Okay.
and 7 points of radiant damage.
Oof. Okay. 9 points. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Do I need to roll a concentration check for haste?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's con. I think it's con. I think it's a DC 10.
Yeah, so I think would you take a total of
Oh no!
yeah,
I rolled a 9.
So that's
I
bad.
lose the concentration on haste.
Yes.
Oh well.
Well, that has a funny effect on you, Glenn. You are now considered
Yeah, that's not
stunned.
good.
That's not good. Okay.
So-
well,
Let me ask you a question. Should it really, if it was ended in the same turn it was cast? I haven't even been able to act at an increased rate of speed yet.
Give me a Constitution.
I'll
Give me a Constitution saving throw as being a graceful DM to you. But by mechanics, you'd be messed up.
I'm sorry, Glenn.
19.
All right, you will. Just as it was starting to tickle you, the Raven Queen, as your favorite, still gives you the effect to fight on.
Woohoo!
Okay, that's good. I'll take that. As long as you don't lose a turn.
If I'd have been able to make one action with haste, I would have been more accepting. But like, the round hasn't even passed yet. I'm like, invigorated. Oh shit. Within 6 seconds.
Just as you were starting to get excited. Yeah.
How do I do this?
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, no need to apologize. Stuff happens. If I lose concentration, the Hand of Loath will appear again behind you. Hoorah.
Stepping next to her is her daughter Iphipia. I need Zindrid and Ubin to make dexterity saving throws.
Ubin has advantage and plus...
Oh. Easy enough.
He's right beside me. And plus 5.
Okay. Easy makes it.
As do I.
All right. She apparently tried to fairy fire you, so the people would get advantage on you.
And she appeared in my hallway?
No, she's behind the elite guard with her mitre mother.
Is there open space between those two walkways? Those aren't corridors with like rocks.
Yeah, so
between
she
them?
can't
Yeah.
actually see Sindred, right?
She threw it in it's an exploding area.
I thought Fairy Fire just created like an area.
Yeah, they were in the bubble
Yep.
that was
okay.
going on.
Cool.
Okay. Right one? No. Matron Mother Sagathia within the back area, this whole area now in the center of that is going to be hit by a silence spell.
The center of those pillars?
Yeah. So anything in there now is quiet. One of these guard guys screams, blood coming out of his throat, as Shadow Smite makes her appearance.
Oh.
Good girl. Zindred kind of smiles. She doesn't have to see to know. What
Our War Master here, Custurian, slashes at you, Zindred, and your armor class is...
my armor class is 23.
Yeah, you are hit. You will take 9 points of piercing damage, 18 necrotic damage, and 10 poison damage.
All right. Zendrid grunts and grins evilly. Which is hard for her because she's not evil.
Yeah, and you are now enveloped in a sphere of darkness. And you hear the whistle of the blade again, but it misses. Another matron mother has arrived.
3?
Three houses, huh?
This is matron mother Dissocius of the second house. And she's stepping in with her high priest daughter Asaria.
So that's a matron mother there.
Yes, and another high priestess.
Another hyper. Oh my lord. Okay.
With that, then there is a electrical fire zapping down as Nashimi blasts a lightning bolt down that way. They look like they were affected and not doing well. Well, they're stunned, but not really that bad.
And just so I can ask, what are the individuals in that left room doing with the spiders?
That one of them is Nashimi, who just cast. Another was
Okay.
protecting her.
Okay.
That's one of the second obsidians.
Okay. Cool.
Making their way up through the ranks, Vema, you can see a couple of mycoids hitting the group.
Interesting. Huh. I'm not sure I've ever run across a mycoid before.
One of the orcs does hit you for 8 points of damage.
Alright.
Do you have resistance? Is that what you're using?
Yep. Every time I teleport, I gain resistance to everything.
Sweet. You're hit again for another 9 points of damage as the orcs are pressing you. The mycoids don't get to you yet. One
Traded
last
both
one.
of those hits for the one I just took.
Alright.
Now, I guess we didn't sort this out. Although, I would expect Satorian, being a mage of a high family, to be able to use a spell to tell me if shit was going awry. So, that's what I will expect to happen if stuff's going wrong.
Narfu, you are hit for 9 points of damage. You have resistance, so you take 4.
Roger that.
Vema, what would you like to do?
Do I see anything that looks leader-like?
Well, you don't see anything leader-like. You just see those mycoid guys moving up, and you start seeing more bobbing of mushroom heads in the back. Like, this must be another facet of species starting to reinforce the lines of orcs.
Interesting. Well, I guess we'll just keep cleaving our way through, because until I see a leader or I get called back, the further we push out, the less armed the elves in the back are in. So
Yep.
I guess we'll just keep doing what we're doing. Alright, so I'll attack the guy to my left.
Okay.
With Green Flame Blade.
Yep.
He's gonna take.
Dead.
Alright. And then the next guy is gonna take 13 points of fire damage.
Oh, burning bad.
And then a third guy will take
Oof.
20 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, he's dead.
I haven't even used sneak attack yet.
To orcs, dude.
Man,
You have
I
another
should have
attack?
stayed in the throne room. I would have been able to hit something harder.
Well, you can attack. You can attack again because I assume you have your legendary action too. In between the left.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. So the guy who was lit on fire, he'll get hit for 20. Well,
That
22 to hit. Sorry.
Finish him off.
So we'll finish him off, and then the next guy, within 5 feet of him, will take 9 fire damage.
Okay.
And then, you know what? Just to wrap up that guy too, I'll have the necrotic damage bounce to that guy.
Okay.
So the necrotic damage will be 20.
Yep, dead. Alright.
And for my bonus action, I will take on a spectral form looking transparent and ghost-like.
Okay. Narfu, what are you gonna do?
I'll also move up 5 feet. Diagonally in front of that mycoid.
Okay. Narfu?
Yeah, okay, so sorry, remind me, where am I? Am I
Yeah.
the blue guy right
Yep.
there?
There are a lot of orcs on your left. Veemon has killed just about everything on the right. They're just screaming and dying.
Alright, well, I just want to kill more shit, dude.
Do it.
Hell yeah. Where did my D20 go? There it is. Oh, fuck
Bas-
yes.
The one thing you should think about, are you going to stay flanking with Veemont and moving through the waves that way? Or are you just going to kill what's closest to you?
I'm gonna kill what's closest to me, man. I'm a barbarian. That's what I do. I just see shit and I want to kill it. Anyway,
Do it.
that's, that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Goddamn right it does. That's, that first hit is, 13 damage.
With a +2 as well?
Yep.
With rage. You crush
And
his
your
arm.
divine fury.
You crushed his arm pretty hard. He's still alive, though.
Yes, that was with my Divine Fury. Was not a good roll.
So second
But,
attack?
here we go. Oh fuck, that's a 15.
It still hits. It will kill off that guy. I know you'll do enough damage to smash him. So
Hell yeah.
you can now move up a little bit. Orcs will help press from there.
We're helm sweeping this shit.
One of another mycoid kind of gets through for what's going on there. He launches something over you guys' head that hits the well. And disappears.
The fuck is that?
You may roll an Arcana.
What does that mean?
Arcana skill check.
17.
Ugly all day. That's what it is.
Ugly all day and all night.
Alright, that's a 15 for me.
You have been given a little bit of lessons, Narfu, because it is a tactic commonly used by Drow priestesses. This is definitely a devil a demon that has been released in your ranks. A Glabrizu is in your ranks.
But how did a mycoid release it?
Apparently it was apparently in a device crystal to summon something that has been put in there for him.
Ah, shiesty.
Yeah. Crazy little tactics these bastards have. Alright. They're starting to press around you guys. And these guys are going to try to stop the big demon.
Yeah, those poor bitty orcs are just going to be lunch though for the demon.
I'll save as many as I can.
Ubin, next to you, Zindrid, goes in a fury of attacks. They cut into, I keep forgetting the names out. Cuts highly into Custurian. Slash after slash, cut across, another cut across his chest, one across his arm. He spins around, then again just flashes again, and just cuts at least half a dozen cuts, or at least 8 to 9 cuts have all gone into Custurian, and he just looks at you blank and then drops, and the shadow thing on you disappears. And he looks at the matron mother and goes, "Now I'm gonna do what I do. Kill your bitches that serve the Spider Queen." She's looking a little worried now. And it's your turn.
Woohoo! You saved me from having to burn an action on daylight. Like in the darkness. Well, no one is on my grandmother currently.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah? I thought Nishimi was back there.
She is, but that's a matron mother and another priestess of the Spider Queen in there.
Where are they?
So that's your grandmother. That's the second house matron mother with her daughter. Nishimi is over here with Narulu, so Narulu will probably move in. But that is the situation that's going on. But you have a matron mother in front of your uncle right now.
I can protect her. I got this.
I'm gonna trust that the rest of the group can keep her up, and that my newfound ally / uncle Torian will handle things back there. Fair enough.
Okay.
So I step forward and engage the matron mother in front of me.
Okay.
And as I step forward, she says, "Again, I offer you a choice. It's more than Loth will ever do." And she smites. Well, she's going to smite if she hits, but she strikes. Uh, 31.
Yeah, that hits.
For 23.
Oof.
And I'm going to burn a 4th level spell on the smite.
Okay.
For 5d8 of smite damage.
Yep. I think you're at 68 now, aren't you?
It doesn't go above 5d8.
If you use spell slots, I think you still get one for divine though. I mean, a divine smiter.
Oh, you're right. I do get that one, and that
Yeah.
one isn't automatically in there. So I'll add the 6th one. Thank
Yeah.
you. I forgot to add that one in my other damage rolls. For another 26.
Okay. Nice. That's a big
How's she
burn.
look?
Cut into her. She's still very strong. I mean, you know, matron mothers can take quite a bit.
No, definitely. I just was curious.
Okay.
I still have another attack, you see.
Yep.
And so we will swing again with an 18.
Hits.
That was huge, so we got to take back out of that. 35 minus 19 would be 25 minus 9, 16.
All right.
And I can only smite once a turn, correct?
Nope. You can smite as many times you want.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I also get that extra d8 we were talking about.
Yep.
So we'll throw that in there now, too. So 16 plus 3 is 19. And while we're at it and we're trying to make a point, we're just going to go ahead and give her our last 4th level spell slot so she can have another 5d8 with that. For an additional 30.
She burns. She's bleeding pretty hard. She goes, I serve the Spider Queen, and you will know her power. She will use a legendary action to banish you. You will get a
She'll
charisma
try.
save.
She will try.
Can I see her casting this?
You can, but I will.
Oh wait, no, I'm still in the sphere of silence, aren't I?
You are.
Yeah. You
Okay,
can't
never
do
mind.
shit.
But she's
Never
also
mind.
very highly has a chance to succeed. She only has a very low chance of failing. Just to let you know. But
You can't
24 is
see
my
her.
save.
24? Ooh,
Yeah.
it was a little closer than I thought. But you do save.
Well, to be fair, I rolled a 3.
I knew it had to be close.
And that was a 3 with advantage. Because
Yeah.
I get advantage.
Damn.
My other roll was a 2.
I knew there was a chance.
That's scary.
Alright, the matron mother, your grandmother, is struck by the yokel attacking it. Oh no, I'm sorry, that thing's gone. Oh, I thought I'd make it. Real quick. Narulu approaches the priestess, Alara. Oh, wrong day. Ugh. I will miss.
Guys, I hate to break the RP, but these pain meds are hitting me pretty hard, and I think I gotta bow out tonight. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I love you all.
Yeah, just take care of yourself.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Nice to meet you.
Love you.
Next Sunday we'll be back.
Have a
Okay,
good night.
buddy.
The Naruto brings on the attack, but the priestess is pretty quick. She defends the attacks off of Naruto. Titarian, it is your call. What are you gonna do?
So I know what I'd like to do, but I'm going to let you rule on this just because the wording is a bit ambiguous. So Hound of Ill Omen, the one that I summoned on the other matron mother over here, it does not specifically say that I can only have one at a time, just that I need to use a bonus action and sorcery points to do that. So could I summon a second one?
If it doesn't say it's a concentration or anything like that,
It's not concentration, it's just an ability, and it does not say anything in this about only having one at a time.
sure.
You can have as many Hounds of Ill Omen as you have enough sorcery points to make them.
All right.
So
Yeah,
I would like
impact.
I would like to summon another Hound of Ill Omen on this matron mother here.
Okay.
Ideally, right here,
Yep.
directly to like right behind her.
Yeah.
And then I would like to step.
We're just gonna
The
make
next-
it go off the same initiative as the other one.
Okay, it was 17.
Yep.
So after my turn, then I would get the attacks
Yep.
from both of them,
Both
correct?
correct.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna summon it like right here where my cursor is, kind of like right between the matron mother and myself.
Yep.
Yep, and then I would like to step, if I could, I like to step right next to Narulu, out of that zone of silence bullshit.
Okay.
And if I could, I would like to cast a 5th level lightning bolt in a
Ooh.
line to hit this bitch and the matron mother
Yeah.
without hitting the hound.
Noise.
Roll your damage.
I will. So this is a saving throw. So let's see. So level 5, that's going to be 10d6. That's 32 points of lightning damage. So the DC is it's a dexterity save of DC 15. However, because my Hound of Ill Omen is attacking the matron mother, she has disadvantage on her saving throw in particular.
Okay. Well, Alar makes it.
Okay.
The matron mother would fail, but she's going to use a legendary save to make it half damage.
Okay, so 32, so that's
So
16 points
Yep,
of
so
lightning
16
damage.
to both of them.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
So they're sizzling a bit.
Okay. And then I'll go on my first Hound of Ill Omen attack on the matron mother that Zindrid is engaging. And is Zindrid currently within 5 feet of her?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Now
Okay, so I get advantage on this strike. So I'll just
Hit.
does a 23 hit?
It does.
Okay. So that is 12 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and on top of that, she needs to make a DC 13 strength saving throw with disadvantage because the hound is there, or she gets knocked prone.
Ooh. She's going to use her legendary save for that.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
Sounds good.
two matron mothers have now used a legendary save.
Okay,
Otherwise, that
so
would have been bad.
so for my second hound, I will do the same attack.
Yep.
Although I don't think this one is at advantage because I don't think I'm within 5 feet of her.
You do get
I
from
think you're getting flanking bonus with mother.
mother is
Oh,
giving
so
you.
she's engaged with the mother.
Yep. So you
Our
get
mother.
back that.
Okay, so yeah, so this would be same thing at advantage. So that first one's 18. So would 18 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so that is 10 points of piercing damage and same DC 13 strength saving throw at disadvantage or knocked prone.
All right. Getting a little
Look at you doing shit.
fucking around shit. She is gonna have to use a second legendary save to stop this. She's down to one left.
I'll burn him. That's fine. I'll burn him.
Oh, nice
Okay,
job.
I need to take away really quick. That was 3 sorcery points, so I'm down to 4. So I did my bonus. I did that. Yeah, no, that's my turn.
Okay. Warriors are trying to start to flash and attack pretty hard over here. 2 engaging. Oh.
At the end of my uncle's turn,
Yep.
I use Titan's Mantle to smack this matron in front of me again.
Yeah.
Noise. $20?
Oh yeah, hits.
23 damage? No, I'm sorry, not 23. I gotta take away 5 more from that, so 17 damage.
Okay. Stung even more. She's also going to use a legendary action. She's going to hit you with her spider whip.
That just doesn't sound nice.
Yeah, well, you're too talented. She misses.
Couldn't get past the shield.
What does your hounds have for armor class? Jared?
The AC for the hounds is 14.
Alright, it is hit with the whip for 2 points of damage.
Okay, they have... Actually, I didn't think of a way to track this. They each have 42 health points.
Okay.
So I will pull up a notepad, and I will keep track of those. So one is at 40, and one's at 42.
It also needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. So that would just be a D20 plus its con, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll mine. It will be at a -3 then. So that's 9 minus 3. It's a con save of 6.
Alright, so its speed is half. It has disadvantage on saving throws. It can't use reactions anymore. Also, on its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action. So no real harsh on the action economy, but just kind of let you know what may happen if that thing hits you.
So half speed and no reactions.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was from the whip?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Alrighty. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. As Matron Mother Kiziata casts a spell on you.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Thanks. This is... Oh. Do I recognize... I mean, I still have my reaction to counterspell. Do I know what this spell is based on my arcane background, or no?
Yeah, it's a hold person.
Right,
I'm not going to meta. Yeah, it's a hold person spell on you.
It's a whole person spell.
Which would paralyze you.
Yeah, that's bad. I don't want that to happen. Well, I don't know what level the spell is at, so I'll just cast Counterspell at level 3.
Okay. Let me see. I think you might have...
So if it's level 3 or lower,
you
it just fails.
It's a second level spell.
It gets counted. Okay.
So you're safe.
Cool. So I checked that spell slot off. Okay.
Alright. Whoa. What's it here? Alright, there's a lot of action going on below with the 2 Obsidian Ravens trying to take on the Drow Priestess, the daughter, and the Elite Guard. Alright, let us also hit you. Oh. Alright, Zindrid, the Matron Mother does hit you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
With what?
The tentacle rod. She has one too.
What did she roll to hit me, out of curiosity?
27.
On my 23, I'm going to go ahead and use one of my uses of Glorious Defense. It's like shield for paladins and anyone within 10 feet of them. I can use my reaction to increase my armor class by +5. If that causes the attack to miss, then I get to whack them.
So your armor class now be 28. Yeah, it would miss.
Alright, and then as I parry her attack with my shield at the last moment, Kismet, the Sword of the Raven Queen, lashes out. Will a 17 hit?
Yes.
Oof, very poor roll. Oh, hey, but I've got Savage Attacker, so that 1 that I've got right there, that's a 1 and a 7 for an 8, and a 3 is 11. Let's see what that 1 turns into when I reroll that d10. 1 turns into an 8, so instead of an 11, it's 18 damage.
Nice.
And I can smite off of that, can't I?
Truthfully, yes. This is where it's going to go away in the new D&D Beyond. I mean, when D&D 1, this goes away.
So she can have one of my 3rd level spell slots now for an additional 48 plus that other D8 I didn't add in yet.
Yep.
So 18 plus... Oh, those are some shitty rolls. 18 plus 19 for, what, 37?
For that smite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ouch. She's not looking very good at all. She's getting very worried. She will try to still attack you one more time. That will miss from your... can you get another attack if she misses again?
No, the attack only happens if that ability I use causes her to miss.
Gotcha. Alright.
But this is another... I just took a turn, right?
You did have a turn, yes.
So then my Titan's Mantle is reset, and I could smack her again just for fun.
Using a reaction? Yeah.
I thought Titan's Mantle did not require a reaction.
Oh, I thought you had already used it for interfering with banishment or other.
So you can only use it every other turn, Glenn. It has to recharge.
Oh, every other turn? I thought it was at the beginning. Okay, cool. Every other turn.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Then I can't smack her again.
The matron mother summons Iglabazio on your grandmother. Let's see if I can find this demon here. This could be close. Nashimi is casting a spell, I think she has. Let me just see if she is good enough with it. Maybe she doesn't have that spell. Or she might have not prepared it. Alright, we'll work that. She will slam several missiles into Minor Priestess there. Alright, Vaymont, back down to you.
Alright.
Mycoid misses.
Well.
Orcs are kind of like falling and dying around you. Demon kills a bunch of orcs in front. As he's getting ready to move towards the Dark Elves.
They say he was getting ready to move towards the Dark Elves. Looks like he already moved.
Yeah,
Dark
he
Elves.
just killed and made his way. What would you like to do? Your way back there. And you have a feeling that this is their this is the Dark Elves horde play right now. Is this big guy?
So I'm going to move back 10 feet and then teleport to behind the demon.
Opportunity against you. Missed.
Um,
No worry, I missed. Doesn't matter anyways.
Okay. Technically, I should have played that better. I should have teleported first and then moved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
But you're still slick.
Well, I don't have the ability to get in front or in between him and them, so I'm gonna hope that they do what they're meant to do and they just fight back. So, I am going to Booming Blade,
Okay.
and it looks like I am flanking him.
Yep.
So 29 to hit.
Yep.
So that'll be 12 psychic damage.
12 psychic.
Yep.
Okay.
Plus 15 thunder.
Okay.
Plus 41 more psychic damage. And 17 necrotic damage.
Not resistant to any one of those damn things. He screams in horror as you lash into his back.
Alright.
That's everything? Awesome.
Yep.
How many life
Um,
points does Mage
but
Warrior?
as soon as another person after me makes an action, I'm going to attack him again.
Yeah, go ahead and make that attack now.
Sweet.
Titans. Hit.
You done this to yourself, Ben.
No, I knew. I put some big shit in here, so there's other things going on, but
Alright, so 15 more psychic damage.
okay.
And 18 more thunder damage.
Nice.
And 34 more psychic damage. And 10 more necrotic damage.
And it evaporates.
Zindred will be so proud. I
Yes.
saved people.
You save the drow lines.
She sure will be.
Ubin puts a number of cuts into the matron mother. She's not looking great at all. She is going to... Last chance. She's
as
gonna
my
try to...
reaction, though, I am going to soul trinket that demon because apparently I can soul. Apparently,
no.
I can soul trinket any creature that
Yeah,
dies.
but he's not
Even
technically dead, so you don't get him.
demons. Oh, okay.
Zindred, matron mother, at the end of being cut up by Ubin, is going to try to banish you.
Again?
Charisma save. Legendary action.
Fair enough.
I need you to roll 2 natural ones.
If I do, then I will use Living Legend that I still have active until the other guy reappears to reroll the save. But I got a 25.
Damn. Alright, your turn.
Okay.
Glenn,
Can you change
don't
the
forget
camera
you
position?
also have. Glenn, don't forget you also have the other part of Titan's Mantle, which does the same thing as Living Legend once per day.
Except that's a straight up you succeed instead of fail. For Living Legend, it's just a
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I fail to reroll, then I will use Titan's Mantle.
Well, the matron mothers didn't
Benito,
have
would
that all
you-
the information.
Would you mind moving the camera, please?
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
No, you have to fight in the dark. It's fine.
Alright, Zendred.
Alright. So
Matron Mother Sagathia is in a lot of trouble right now.
I know it. I know it.
She will say, "Spare me. I surrender."
The lady in your hallway?
Yep.
Or in my hallway? She doesn't need to say it. I was already gonna give her, this is your last chance. I told you I'd give you a choice. Flee now. And Zidra turns her back on her. Sprints in the other direction. I'll take the opportunity attack if she takes it.
She doesn't.
Leaps the last 10 feet to land. She's got 50 feet of movement anyway. So, like, say, between the Shadow Hound and my uncle. She comes down like in a ground pound Hulk smash style move as she casts whatever the hell it's called. 1 second, gotta find it. Destructive Wave. And as she strikes the ground, a burst of divine energy ripples outward. All creatures within 30 feet of me that I choose, so all the bad guys within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Must succeed on a Constitution saving throw against my 19. DC 19.
Pass.
And then they're gonna take either full or half damage on 5d6 thunder and 5d6 radiant.
Wow.
Anybody who fails is also prone.
Both the ladies pass. The demon failed.
Alright, so he's got 13 thunder. And where did it go? 19 radiant. So that's a total of 32 damage. 16 each for the halved peoples, and the demon is prone.
Oh shit. Okay. They take 16 on the other ones. Oops, 16. Put you under. All right. Anything else?
Maybe 1 second. Where the hell is it? Okay, it's not in there. No, I'm good.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out if I had a bonus action I wanted to throw down on. Or not.
Right. Narulu strikes the young daughter. And she gets only 2 strikes in. The matron mother strikes back at you, Zindrid. will hit you for 21. Oh no, miss. It's not good.
Just out of curiosity, because I honestly forget the rules. When it comes to opportunity attacks, is that only if somebody's moving out of the attack range?
Yes.
Or when they're... Okay. It's
Or,
not when they're
or they
making
do
an
some,
attack, when
yeah, or they do something wonky and kind of trigger
Okay.
that on their own.
Yep, got it.
It is your now turn, Jared.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, the demon is
so just-
prone,
The demon is prone.
and the other two are still standing, but each of them taken some licks. The young priestess is very badly hurt.
So, what's going on with this group in here down the hallway? Have they just not moved? Like, since that sphere of silence has been cast, have they just not
As
moved
you
in at all?
look, there's an obsidian raven. She is bleeding very badly from a number of wounds. She's 3-on-1. And you see Shadow Smite. She's your other obsidian raven. She is taking on the other priestess and that group. So it's a combat. They're having a combat. They're occupied by
got
other
it.
NPCs,
Got
and
it,
it is
understood.
going not great for your guys.
Okay, and this other matron mother, the one that Zindrid left, did she move at all, or is she?
She
still
hasn't done
standing
anything yet, but
Hasn't
she's
done anything
standing
yet.
in front of your brother Ubin, who's already killed her daughter.
there?
Or her son,
Got it.
the War Master. Killed the War Master.
Okay, understood.
But there's another matron mother down that hall, like behind that conflict going on, who hasn't done too much yet.
So let me see, Brian. Okay, I can't exactly see down the hallway. I am going to attempt to cast Hold Person level 2 on this matron mother here. It's a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw at disadvantage because my hound is currently assaulting her.
Wisdom?
DC 15 Wisdom, yes, correct.
She fails. She will lose her last resistance.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take that. Am I... Man, this is a whole mess of people. Am I currently within 5 feet striking distance of the matron mother's daughter?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think... Well... No, I'm gonna... I think I'd like to retreat a little bit.
Okay.
Just between, I can't really see with the camera, but like between, like kind of back towards this like back fireplace over here.
It will allow her to take an
Okay.
attack of opportunity on you. Is that right?
That's okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
Or you could use your action to disengage, but then you can't do anything else this round.
That's actually a really. Oh no, I already used my action for
Yeah,
for the
that
whole
spell.
person's.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Oops.
Well,
Um,
you know what? I'm sorry, Benny. I retract that if that's okay. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
no
stay
worries.
where I am. That's okay.
So there we are.
So I'm gonna stay there. I still have my bonus. I'm not. Well, I could be a dick.
I mean, you're drow. When given the choice, you should always.
Okay,
do
why
that.
not? I'm going to use 2 sorcery points. I'll mark those off. I have 2 left.
Okay.
I used 8 of 10. I'm going to use Quicken Spell to turn one of my action spells into a bonus action. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hold Person again on her.
Okay.
And it's a DC 15. So it's 2 second level spells. Wisdom.
She is held.
I don't think you can do that.
Oh, yeah.
To be
I
honest.
That's right. He's gonna be a
Because
cantrip.
when you can cast 2 spells in a round,
Mm-hmm.
but one of them must be a cantrip. You can't cast 2 full spells in a round, no matter how the action economy works out.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Sorry,
And
I'm new to spellcasters.
Or-
this is the first spellcaster
I will say one thing though.
No worries.
You could have. I don't know if you have that in your repertoire. You could
Twin
twin spell it, and hit the matron mother and her daughter because it'd be 2 targets, or the demon. Those could be the 3 of your choices. I would allow you to do that if you have twin spell.
I do have twin spell, and it's 1 for a cantrip per the spell's level, so that would still be 2 sorcery points.
Yep.
There you go.
So I could cast it. I could still cast it on the matron mother as well as her daughter.
Yep. So her mother would pass with a legendary action, but you can choose now, her daughter, the daughter, or the demon. The demon, would have advantage because he's got resistance.
Well,
Actually, I think you can't do the demon because he's a monster. So
yeah,
Correct.
the demon's
That
a
would require
monster.
hold monster.
so try the daughter.
Sure, why not?
Okay. So spend the points.
DC 15. It's not a disadvantage or anything.
Right,
So.
but she fails.
Okay,
So
so
you are-
she's paralyzed as long as I'm concentrating on that.
Yes.
And I'll mark those off.
You've taken
Nice.
her out of the fight.
Good talk.
Okay, and yeah, that's my turn, and now it comes to my two hounds.
Yeah, let him loose.
So this is where it gets a little weird. Okay, so just for clarification, Benny, the wolf that you hit, is that the one that's on this matron mother here?
No, that's the one that is.
That's this one.
Yeah, and that one back there. Remember, you kind of see that she has sort of given up, but you don't.
But here's the issue. Once I sick a dog,
The dog doesn't give up.
the dog doesn't give up.
Cool.
Technically, as far as the rules go, the dog doesn't stop until either its target is dead or it's dead.
All right.
So I guess I'm just the dog is set in on killing that matron mother. So I'm just gonna roll an attack. And was that Ubin over there?
Yes. So you have.
Is he within 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna make an attack with advantage. So that's 18 for the first, 18 for the second. Does 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 12 points of piercing damage, DC 13 strength saving throw where she's prone.
She will pass.
Okay. Yeah, so
But
yeah,
she ain't
it's just
looking
the, just the 12 piercing damage.
Sure.
And then same deal with this wolf here.
Yep.
I will just make another attack at advantage, so that's 17 for the first.
Hit.
But that second one is the natural 20, so I'd much rather take that since it's an advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just all the dice are doubled, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then add the bonus.
So that's it actually already calculated that. That's super nice. D&D Beyond is great. So that's 13 points of piercing damage
Okay.
on that matron mother, and same DC 13 strength or prone.
She is prone.
Okay.
Not much you can do.
That's my turn and my wolf's
Alright.
turns.
Using Titan's Mantle, now that she's on the ground and prone, Zendred will take a strike with advantage.
Yeah.
Just to add insult to injury.
Why not? If you roll a natural 20, it's going to get brutal for this.
I did!
Oh, shit. The Raven Queen loves you.
A nat 20 for a 33.
I would pump every dice spell slot you have.
Yeah, well, all I've got left that I can use... Well, I suppose I could go with a 5th level, even though I won't get more than the 5d6, couldn't I?
Correct. But you're talking more or less 12d...
5d8, not d6.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, 12d8 radiant damage, and then you double your weapon damage.
Okay, so let's do that first. Here's
Well,
12.
the 5d8 gets doubled too, right?
That's what I'm saying,
That's why he said 12.
It's 5 plus
Oh,
1.
did he say 12?
Yeah,
Oh.
5 plus 1 with
Yeah.
Divine means 12d8.
Yeah, so here's the 12d8 to start.
12d8.
Yeah, this is what
51.
Paladin. 51 damage on this radiant.
Could have been better, but that's not bad.
Could have been better.
Yeah.
And now let's see what the weapon does.
Yeah, it could have been a little bit more. It should be a little bit more better from that.
Unfortunately, the dice weren't all there.
Yeah.
And 13 damage from the... Oh, that gets double too. So
Yeah.
13 is one of them, and I gotta do it again.
Okay, it's 13.
And 13 and 15 for 28 more.
It's like you pretty much pierce it right through her gut. She's coughing blood and very pissed.
You shouldn't have come here.
She's gonna make you make a dex. Everyone in the group make a dex save of that group.
Everybody
this group
with
here?
him.
Yeah,
Do we have advantage from an
Yes.
aura at all?
from Zindred.
You have advantage and +5.
Advantage and +5. Okay. So that's 11 on the first. So 11 +5, that's 16
Okay.
for Titorian, and then I need to figure out what the wolf is.
I've got a 30.
And the wolf is also +2.
If you roll through D&D Beyond, if you hold Shift when you click, it'll automatically roll an advantage for you.
Oh, that is nice. Okay, so that's 19. Okay. So that was 16 for Titorian and 19 for the wolf.
All right, you will take a combination of 24 points of damage of divine from fire and radiant damage.
24 total?
Yep. Everyone else, those that pass, will take 12.
Okay. Oof, I'm looking rough.
Like a lot rough.
12 out of 52, but I think we'll be okay.
He's about bloody. Zindred, just give me a concentration check out of the savers of keeping the yokel away. You did take a little bit of damage.
Right.
So DC is 10.
And that's a con save?
Yes.
16.
And is the concentration check actually a saving throw? Or is it just a check?
Just a check.
Oh, I need to roll that as well then, because I have a hold person on the
Correct.
on the daughter, right? How do you do
Yeah.
it, Benny? Because I know it's
Passed.
either I've seen it's either DC 10 or the DC is like half the damage that you take.
It would have. So you took 24. So your
So
DC is 12.
DC would be 12. And do I have advantage on that from the aura?
No, because
or-
it's just a check.
Negative.
Okay, gotcha, understood. Yeah, that's 21. So I
Yeah.
maintain concentration on the hold person spell.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
Zindred, you will know that your obsidian raven has fallen to one of the drow.
We're definitely losing more people than I would like to. But I guess we are getting attacked by 3 houses.
Yeah, and I can't be everywhere at once. So.
Yeah.
You will each need to make that same dexterity saving throw again.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, another matron mother just came by.
A 4th one?
A third one. The same one that's been fighting the other people has gotten by now.
29.
Pass.
27.
Okay, you will take, each of you will take 12 points of damage of fire and radiant.
Okay, let me roll for the quick. It's 21.
How many hit points do they have?
The wolves have 42.
42.
So this one that's up here with us, that's the only one that's taking damage, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, and you said is that 12 total or 12 if you make the save?
Well, if you made the save, so he took 24 last time plus 6. So I believe he's gone at this. No matter what, he's going to be gone.
No, so if it's only
Well, he
did
took.
does 21 make the save?
21 does make the save on this one, but I think he failed the last one, which was 20.
Correct, and I already took that off. So if it's 16 minus 12, he has 4 hit points.
He took how much damage did I have last time?
It was 24.
Yeah.
But he started at 42. He took 2 from that one hit.
Yep.
Minus the 24 down to 16.
And he remembers you take the damage from the mace that you took a while ago. 4.
Yeah, you said it was 2 damage.
Yep. All right, cool. So yeah, he'll
So
take
he had-
12 now.
So he has 4 hit points left.
Sweet.
Titorian is unconscious.
Titorian is unconscious.
Correct. If it's 12 damage,
Yep.
then yes, Titorian is unconscious. So that hold person spell drops. As Titorian falls, he summons what little amount of arcane energy he has left in his body to send a message spell that he doesn't have to Vaymont to say, "Help!"
Well, he doesn't have it.
I just yes, Titorian is unconscious. Which oh, actually, I'm sorry. Give me one moment because I have something.
Okay.
Strength of the Grave. Strength of the Grave. When damage reduces you to 0 hit points, I can make a charisma saving throw, which is the DC plus 5 of the damage taken.
So 17.
Or DC 5 plus the damage taken. On a success, I instead drop to 1 hit point. So I need to make a charisma saving throw. If I get to 17, I'm back up to 1 hit point.
Correct.
And you have
And
Zindred's
it's a
bonus.
saving throw, so you have advantage.
You have
and
advantage.
+5.
And plus 5, so you need a 12 or higher.
Oh, 22 plus. I'm at 1 hit point.
You got 1
I'm
hit point.
unconscious.
You're up.
I'm not it. I'm alive.
You got them powers.
Oh fuck.
The priestess that you held. I want to get her name just because it's fun. Asaria
Yeah.
smacks you with a whip.
Stay down, bitch. Okay, I'm down then.
Yeah, you're
Well, hang
unconscious.
How much does it?
Oh, you will take.
How much does it miss him by?
Miss him?
Well, I don't get to know that really.
My AC is 12.
4.
So I can use Glorious Defense.
Yup.
Increases his armor class by 5,
Yup.
causing the attack to miss.
Yup.
I'm
And then
alive
smack-
again.
You're alive
And
again.
then smack a bitch.
Yup.
Let's go.
Love
I'm
it.
hanging on by a
Synergy.
thread.
Synergy.
And I have a nat 20 again.
Holy God.
Rolled I mean, you can see my rolls anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
no.
down, but I got a 16 and a 20 for the
God, the
advantage
Raven
attack, 'cause-
Queen fucking loves you.
Blessings of the Raven Queen.
She loves her Zindred. Loves her Zindred.
And this is the daughter who already looked pretty hurt, right?
Yeah, she's not doing good at all. She's past bloodied.
Well, she can have a smite anyway.
But she was
'cause
about
I'm
to
sure
fuck
that
up.
her mom will be unhappy when she falls.
Yeah, she was about to fuck up your uncle though, so I don't know if how sympathetic you really want to be.
Thank you so much.
Hey, happy to help. That's why I like to fight beside people, because I have a lot of benefit. I have a lot of things that can benefit people that are near me. So she could have a second level spell.
So 3d8 on top of 68 total.
8d8 total.
8d8 total. No,
3
you're
for
right.
the smite,
Yep.
1 for the normal.
Nope, your math is better than mine, Glenn.
So here's that first. For 20. Too many ones in that. I see 3 of them.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Glenn. No matter what, when you do your weapon damage, it's still enough with the bonus to make her go down. So she drops.
Okay, okay.
Zindred blocks the whip attack with the sword as I'm going to die, and then just cuts her freaking head off.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I've got the shield of the Raven
shield.
Queen and the sword. So the shield comes over and blocks for you as the sword comes in.
The
Yeah,
Nature Mother is pissed,
Uh,
and she casts banishment on you again, Glenn.
Okay.
I have a reaction. I cast counterspell at 4th level.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Nice.
Zindred
smiles.
We're just helping each other out.
Zagatha goes, you all need to fucking die by loath, and starts chanting, and Ubin just cuts her head off.
Oh, snap.
That was the lady in the other hallway that was supposed to run away?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ubin-
so
Ubin waited.
So that hound over there dissipates then,
Yep.
since she is dead. So that hound is gone.
And Zendrid, with her passive of 23, caught all of that and says, should have taken the opportunity enough.
All right.
Even though the hound would have chased her down.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it's not going good.
Oh, but she also calls out, Uncle, they need you in the other hallway.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Take another dexterity saving throw, all of you guys. You can at least take
Oh,
this.
are you kidding me?
The matron mother's back to acting on her own.
Where is this other? Which matron mother? This one?
Well, she's got legendary actions, so she's been taking in between turns.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Wait, I need to remember.
What did you get?
Advantage.
I got a 16.
At advantage and all that.
Yep.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Well,
I
I didn't roll great.
plus 5. I got a 14.
So you both take 22 points of damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I'm
Instead, I'm
uncon-
going to use my reroll. Now that I know I failed.
Okay, I am unconscious again.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be an asshole. This legendary action of hers, is it a spell
It is.
that I can counter?
Uh,
I got a 30 on my reroll.
I don't know what like ability or spell this is, but if it's something that I could use counter spell on, I would like to attempt to.
but you use your first reaction already on.
No, that's true. I already used a reaction.
Yep.
You are totally right. Yep, sorry. I am
No worries.
unconscious. Yep.
Good night, sweet prince.
You're still. Okay. Glenn, you just took the damage. You're fine. I mean, you're just as it is. You're barely taking.
Oh wait, I didn't roll for my hound. It doesn't matter. The hound is gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
He only has 4 HP.
Does
So
he?
yeah,
just-
both my hounds are off the field now.
Yeah. I guess.
Yep. So I will take care of that.
I failed my concentration check on that one, Ben.
Oh, so the yokel is back. All right. Jared. Actually,
Yeah, chef.
Glenn is you well. Nashimi gives all of you 10 healing points, so you're back unconscious.
I'm just like standing up and laying down over and over again. It's
Welcome
great.
to welcome to D&D.
This is fantastic. Okay, 10 HP. Woo.
No rest for the wicked, no laying down on the job.
No. No, sir.
Ubin cuts down the elite warrior. Zindrid, it is you.
Well, since somebody else has decided to heal a little bit, she changes gears because she was about to heal her uncle. And instead, mercilessly slices into this matron mother.
Okay.
Call off your house and go, and you can live.
Thoth will have us have it all. There is no going.
Alright, that's a 28. Let's see what it would be, because I forgot to do it at advantage, because she still got people around her. No, not 20 this time, so 28 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, Benito, I'm sorry. I forgot to ask you, just out of game. Do you use flanking rules?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
That's 23 damage on that one,
Oof.
plus the smite I'm going to give her.
Okay.
She can also... Screw it. I mean, we're going all in on this fight anyway, so she can have a 3rd level spell. For an additional 5d8 on that. For another 23, so that's 23 and 23 for 46 on that strike.
Nice.
And then with her second attack, 27, or I should have just hit shift. Uh, 32.
Hit.
Regular strike damage is 19.
Okay.
And she can have my last third level spell slot. For
Damn.
5d8. For 34 more.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, if that is the end of that matron mother?
Yeah, you have one more over than her actual last hit points there. You
then
drop.
Zendrid simply cleanly removes her head. That's two beheaded matron mothers.
Deciosius' head drops. Demons lose out. They teleport out of the area.
Where did the daughter go?
She's dead.
The
as
daughter's
you,
dead too? We killed
yeah,
her?
you killed her
Right,
first.
okay.
Yeah,
As
you stopped her from hitting me, and then you sliced her head off.
as you do
I
that,
forgot.
Matron Mother Kiziata of the fourth house sees that you just now wiped that out, looks kind of at the field and goes, maybe this is a good time for me to really negotiate my position here. And your grandmother goes, Kiziata, I knew you were smarter than the rest of the bunch.
Clearly the only smart one, Zendrid says.
She looks to her minions, and they immediately drop their blade. Shadow Smite still stabs one of them just because she's pissed. Killing that guy, but she lets the other one
Zendrid
live.
rushes to her Obsidian Raven and casts Revivify.
Yeah. Alright, so you'll bring that one back. It was close. She was definitely down. Kiziata goes, this was mostly Deciosius' major ploy. You know that. Matron Histius, I wasn't really into the whole success of it all. I'm sure. But I want this to be a position that remains. The only way you leave this room is to forfeit Loth. I want you to banish your medallion and take on the goddess Silk, or you don't leave. She goes,
This is from my grandmother?
yes. Kiziata goes, yes, she's putting me in this bad of a situation. I can see the benefit
Wait.
she's giving to your house.
Wait. Grandmother. Do not make it a requirement, please. I know I cannot order you.
Why
but
do
I
you
think we
say
need
this,
to offer
granddaughter?
a-
Why do you say this?
I believe that what the Raven Queen and Silk truly offer us is a choice. Loth does not have to be gone, but the Drow should be free to choose. If they really enjoy their lives underneath the Spider Queen, let them. But they must stop telling us that we cannot do as we choose. Offer her the choice. She sees now that Loth is not going to win here, but don't make it a command.
You heard my granddaughter. She is a titan of the Raven Queen. What say you, Kiziata?
Has Loth ever offered you a choice?
Give me a persuasion check, Glenn.
No. Okay. I also still have Living Legend up, so this will be an advantage.
Okay.
Persuasion. 21, which is sad, because that effectively means that I rolled two fives,
Wow.
because I have a plus 16.
Kiziata goes, yeah. The choices are hard. But I will have to weigh how it will affect my house. But our ploy has failed, and if we to leave here, such an attack will be known throughout the city.
3 houses came against us today. The choice of the Raven Queen, Silk, or any of the new gods also comes with strong allies.
How will this affect our houses, Zindrid, champion of the Raven Queen?
What are you concerned about?
Ranking. The first house is the most powerful house, but you have killed the matron mother of the second house. If I had to elevate, will we be house 3 or house 2?
Those political maneuverings I leave to my grandmother, and she steps aside.
That is up to you, Kiziana. If you play the games of Loth, you are third house. Matron Mother Famasia of House Magat did not attack us, so her rank will remain. Her house gets elevated for the failure of Kunatheria's loss here. But if you were to supply aid to the matron mother of me, to the Raven Queen, or Silk, such an alliance from House Cinevilia to Berinia would be very powerful without having to worry about these ranking a pecking order of Loth. Kizyada kind of like strokes her chin and goes, I see that political maneuvering very well. Yes. You are very wise, Hestius. I see why such new faith was alluring. And I can see now that it would be important for my house to benefit from it. She definitely now hones her medallion of Loth and goes, I will also follow Silk as well. It seems that there is much blessing here. And she casts a spell and banishes it into the to the realm of the Spider Queen.
I use counterspell. I'm sorry. I don't.
On the upside, banish is a 4th level spell.
Yeah.
I still have a 5th level spell slot left.
Damn it!
You really want to keep the Spider Queen emblem in your house?
No, I'm just kidding.
It's a good play.
Zindrid,
It was a good comedy play, though.
Zindrid does pipe in with Silk is a fantastic choice, but the Raven Queen's also good. Just so you know, you have options.
I will. Your mother goes, you may leave Kiziada. I will call upon you again as we sort the rest of our city out. My daughter has much work to do in our positioning. Yes. And she goes, I would like to see your sons here. We need to have them close by in case there's any more trouble. I would like your house to show its protection. Of course, it is the only thing we should do as in light of things. With that, Kiziada and Effia will leave with their last remaining 2 guards. Your mother is very happy. This is a big event. There will still be other things in the city that we must do. I do not think they will attack like this again, but there could be still a house that opposes. We will need to sort things out.
Indeed. And perhaps go out and speak to the other houses.
Well, I'll leave that to you with the others. It is time for the city of Eternal Night to be more of the rest of the world under new guidance.
I agree. It is definitely time we came out of Loth's shadow. And casually, almost as an afterthought, she puts her hand out and puts it on her uncle's shoulder and heals him back to a full.
Oh,
Wow. Awesome. All right.
How many points does that take out of my lay on hands pool, out of curiosity? How many points did you need?
I was at 10 of 52, so that's 42 points.
No worries. I got 100 of them.
I appreciate it.
Still didn't even use all of her resources.
Well, she gives herself the rest.
Well, nice.
She's
All right.
hurt too.
All right. We will call it here. It's 10:30. We will be
Am I
back.
still in the basement killing slaves?
I was about to ask that question.
You killed. Yeah. You. The body count that you've done, Baymoth, is historic.
Did we even lose any slaves?
Yeah, there were a lot of orcs
Fear
that
to the
died,
demon.
but no drow down there got touched. As the Gabriel
Okay.
demon was about there, it literally blew apart from 2 quick strike actions from Baymoth, which is
Okay.
phenomenal. So,
Awesome. Lovely.
we're going to be back again next week, so we can see a little bit more of the political maneuvering to see how the city will settle. A lot of this might be a little bit more RP, but there may be one attack if someone pisses you off. I don't know how that will go. As we can see, it doesn't go very well when 3 houses tried with a bunch of shit. I don't think it'd be good for 1 house, but some of them are dumb. We'll see how that goes. Jared, you will get to level up because, yeah, so you get to play with a new level.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
And I am going to... I'm going to say to you, Vaymont, you can add, just because it was a big fight in all the spoils, the house had to reward you with a rare magical item of your choice. Okay? Zindred, you may also add 1 rare magical item of your choice. This is payment for failure to take out your house.
Fantastic.
And Jared,
Thank
you may
sir.
also do the same. So all 3 of you, plus Kelly, when we get a hold of her, choose a rare item to benefit your
Okay.
character, and we will get together next Sunday.
All
Awesome.
right. Thank you
Sounds
so
good.
much. Appreciate it.
Oh, great
I
fight,
take it-
guys.